It's another episode of the goddamn Locacacast, starring the core three, starring your main JoJo trio.
Welcome to Don't Ever Talk to Me or My Son Again.
Yo!
Don't ever talk to my big J or my little J ever again.
Like Big Justice and whatever his kid is.
Big Justice.
Big Justice and Little
that
Justice.
J, though.
It looks like he's kind of Jaying off also. What the hell is going on with that hand in the pocket over here? Do we all see that?
Jodio.
It says J-O-J-O.
Oh my god, you're
I mean,
right.
Come on.
That's the
Is
name
the
of
lava
the series.
rock
It's the
a
name of the
J-O
game.
crystal?
Yes.
Yes,
I
that's
would
canon.
say so.
Excellent. Well, welcome back to the motherfucking Locacacast. We've got another double header for you this episode. We're doing chapter 23 and 24. I think this cover is marvelous and very silly.
I hope these somehow get worked into the inevitable future anime.
Yeah, like iconic chapter covers and volume covers and shit. Usually, like, the coolest ones that made the most impact do get some kind of reference, whether, like, in the opening or whatever.
Yeah, like the Skyfall one in part 5, where they're all in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
They're, like, chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see like they that like this we pull back from this pose with him and the J into the JOJOLands logo.
Oh, absolutely. I was thinking like a part 4 Great Days kind of thing, where it's going through the letters of the alpha or the letters of the intro, and each one has a different style.
Like that too, yeah.
You know, it'd be cool. Yeah. It'd be cool if he was, because he's standing in such a way that, like, if you were standing on the other side of the J, you almost wouldn't be able to see him. It'd be cool if, like, we flew by the J and then flipped around and he was, like, perfectly standing
and he's on the other side.
within it. Like, his silhouette is perfectly contained within the J. Because that's kind of the feeling I get from this pose, is as if he's, like, being sneaky, sidled up against a wall. He's making himself small, fitting into a corner. He's got the hood up.
Because they're on the undercover mission.
Sure, hell yeah.
To get the lava rocks.
This is a sneaky mission.
Should we do some, like, how is everyone's months and how is everyone's lives going?
I mean...
Nah, fuck that. Get into the jet.
Yeah, we don't.
The way everyone hesitated, I was like,
where
okay.
I was like, has my life been substantial since the last time? Not too much. Not overly so.
I don't even know.
Medical problems been kicking my ass.
Yeah.
He's fighting for his motherfucking life out here.
That we are up to date on.
Other than that, I mean, like I've been going through the old Netflix Marvel shows.
Oh yeah, because that new Dare Man, Dare's Man came out.
I watched 2 seasons of Daredevil, and the first season of Jessica Jones, and I'm in the middle of the
Jessica Bones.
I'm in the middle of Luke Cage now.
I've been playing Monster Hunter Wilds. That game's been awesome. It's been pretty much my other obsession lately. I like hunting these monsters.
I'm doing mostly the same shit. My life is like just work and Robin. Like, I don't have time for anything else.
My life is like a video game.
Trying hard to beat the stage, all while I'm still collecting coins.
Yeah, exactly.
No, for sure. That guy is like, the guy who wrote that song is like an actual, like, predator. But I'm pretty sure the only thing in his life he regrets is making that.
Just making
My
that
life
song.
is like a video game song.
Yeah, you know what?
I don't think he has any remorse for his victims.
When you start taking inventory of things.
Well, I've just been working a lot and, like, doing girlfriend maintenance. And my girlfriend is up and running like a dream. My girlfriend maintenance is going well. My job is allowing me to continue to live. We have Saguaro Man coming up again this year, real soon, in like a couple weeks. Nice. There's a lot to do for that, and it's stressful. Fucking
It'll be
bartending has
fun.
been cool lately. Oh, I've been doing a little bit of open mic comedy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, every third Sunday at Palo now we have open mic on my shift, and so like Robin and I are bartending, and then I sign up and I go up there and do a couple minutes. And
Oh, wow, that's
it's
fun.
been cool so far. The first 2 times I went up there, and it felt super natural, and I just like told some stories, and I was funny,
Super-
and it fucking.
Is that super space natural or supernatural? One word.
Oh, it felt very natural to me. I just went up there and told my stories, and everybody laughed. The third time,
It was haunted
I.
as fuck, Casey.
The
This
third
comedy club
time,
haunted it.
this most recent time, I went up there and I kind of didn't have a solid footing, and I crumbled. I totally
Oh,
bombed.
no.
It didn't go very well, but that's okay. Like 2 out of 3 ain't bad. And I
Yeah.
did get a couple zingers off. Like I was clearly nervous and had lost all the thoughts that were in my head of how to get to where I was going, and
You
so I
lost
had to
the-
improvise. I pulled out my phone to look at my notes, which little
Oh
cringe.
my
but
God.
other people do that too. I think it's cringe
Hmm.
when they do it, so I don't wanna. My first 2, I didn't look at my phone at all. But the point is, I was like, all right, guys, my pre-prepared material in my head is failing me, so I'm just gonna crack off a couple zingers. And I just went and read some of the stupid things from my
Couple
stupid
zingers.
joke list, and I was just like, let's see, what do we have in here? Do you think DJ Mustard's wife calls him honey? I don't even know how I wrote that down. I don't even know.
This is a very very Harmon-esque.
Yeah.
Um,
Yes.
yeah.
I was going for that. Like, it's a shambles, but it's funny anyway. And so do you think DJ Mustard's wife calls him honey? That slayed. The whole room laughed. And I was like, okay, I won. It doesn't matter that I'm bombing. I got one good laugh.
I got one good laugh for one
Yes.
good joke.
So
That's
yeah.
basically all you need.
Right.
Should have just walked out like George Costanza. Leave on a high note.
Yeah.
That's my set.
Be like,
Good
well,
night.
that's my set. That's all I've got,
One
folks.
laugh.
You've been a wonderful crowd.
Yeah.
See you here next week. Same time, same place.
But yeah, that's been fun. Yeah, I don't know. Just fucking preparing for Saguaro Man, working, living, hanging out with Robin. Trying to keep all my plates spinning.
I
You
would
guys
like
are one of
to
my
try-
plates. My family's another one of
Yay.
my plates. All my friends at Palo are another one of my plates. And you know when you see a friend and they're like, we haven't hung out in so long, what the hell? It's like all of my friends.
Yeah, that's me and you. You need to come to Florida again one day.
Come to Florida again, but see you for the first time.
Yeah, because you didn't get to do that last time.
That is true. I was in Florida. I was like a couple hours from you.
We were closer than ever before, and yet.
But I was busy. You know, I was there with my dad.
No, I know.
And the thing was that I was like, I'll come back and visit him again in Florida, surely. Parentheses, my dad, and then tack you on as like an extension to that. But then
Extension
he
of
doesn't
your
work
dad.
there anymore.
Oh my god.
He did not have that Florida job for very long.
Well, there you go. I don't blame him.
We're gonna have to do like old school style and like all meet up at like an anime convention or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like if
We could do that.
If I travel inward, eastward, and you travel westward. If I go inward, if I go within
And I go-
myself, I can come out next to you.
Come out the other side. Yeah, we'll
Right.
we'll use the our shared wave.
The reverse morphogenetic field.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so that's how my time has been. I've been developing a reverse morphogenetic field. I've been developing a synthetic Merkaba.
A what?
A synthetic Merkaba. By channeling my chakras into the development of my kundalini. That's your energy serpent. I'm in a cult now.
Is this Scientology? Do I need to know this?
No, I don't
Do I
even
need
know
to
what the
buy-
fuck it is. It's called spirit
need-
science.
Oh, do I need to buy synthetic opalite Merkaba crystal protection, sacred meditation, energy healing chakra, 1 inch hexagonal star crystals, and healing stone from Amazon.com?
No, you have to get those from Wish.
Oh,
The Amazon
okay.
ones don't work, but that whole sentence, yes.
I see.
Can
I got
Can
you.
can I just skip all the mumbo jumbo and skip to the part where you steal my money?
Yeah. Oh my God! Look at this. Wikipedia: Merkaba mysticism.
Yeah, Merkaba, Kundalini, Thoth, Lumeria, Martians. All men are Martians. Did you know this? Men are from Mars. They're not from
Yeah.
Jupiter, but
What?
they are from Mars. They did go to Jupiter, but they
Okay.
got stupider. But they are from Mars, and they are a perfectly like male-brained, like logical species. And so naturally, they are warlike and completely exterminated each other and the entire planet. So they escaped Mars, which is like that because of complete like war, devastation, 360 degrees all around the planet. That's why it's like that, and it doesn't have anything cool on it. And came to, I was gonna say America, Earth. They came to Earth.
Just like
And
Jesus.
The people of Earth weren't Earthlings or humans. They were the
What?
Lumerians. They were from the island of Lumeria. That's the original birthplace of humanity. And so they were like female. They were like feminine, you know? They weren't all women, but they were like a female-brained species. And like the Martians and Lumerians breeding is what creates us. So by all rights, we should still be Lumerians, but the Martians ruined it for us.
Wait, is it Lumeria or is it Lemuria? Because I know there's a Lemuria, which is like the lost continent.
Yeah, it's the sister city of Atlantis. And so what I'm doing here is I'm quoting an insane person making an hour and a half long video yelling at his friends about all this insane spirit science shit that he read. I'm pretty sure you're pronouncing it right. I don't care to pronounce it right. I'm saying it like how Munchie said it in the video. Like that's my true spirit science. I don't care if there's
I don't care about the real spirit side.
Well, yeah, because it's all bullshit anyway, right? So, like, why not just pronounce it how I feel like?
I like how I'm basically able to tune out all of the culty bullshit, but then the second somebody
and you're like, hey, wait a minute,
says something that overlaps with
that doesn't add up.
But yeah, so that's the idea.
That made up bullshit was mispronounced.
That bullshit you made up was slightly mispronounced.
It was grammatically incorrect bullshit.
But yeah, so that's the idea. That's why like we as humans are like our souls are in conflict. It's because if we were Martians, we would be fine with that, and if we were Lumerians, we'd be fine with that too. But because we're this weird half breed, we're always like, oh God, what do I do? Do I be mean or do I be nice? And what we need to do is the whole purpose of being alive is to achieve Christ consciousness. It's like ascending your consciousness levels up to the highest, and then you get Christ consciousness. And if we don't achieve Christ consciousness in like 10,000 years, the universe will be destroyed, and we're already like 8,999 years into it. Or 9,000.
Well, we gotta get.
Sounds like Scientology.
We gotta get shaken then.
Yeah, we do. Oh, and the Jews, the reason that they're like that is that they already did this once before.
Hold on.
They already did this once before.
Wait.
Take it back. GIF of the Punisher getting killed.
Yeah, in the chair. Wait.
Yeah, no. By the way, I'd just like to reiterate, this is all insane bullshit. I heard a guy
I'd
say.
like to reiterate the views and opinions expressed in the Locacacast.
Well, these aren't mine. I'm like expressing somebody else's.
Representative.
But this was crazy to me. He said that the Jews already did this. They tried to achieve Christ consciousness in their 10,000 year window and failed, and then got like sent back to the start of the level to go do it again. So like this is our first time trying this challenge, and it's their second time. So that is like why they're quote unquote like that from the author's perspective.
Like that.
Which I think is just a really interesting take. Like they're just on their second run of the universe. They're on New Game Plus.
They're on New Game Plus. Like, well, let's do this one again.
We at the Locacacast would like to reiterate that this is not an anti-Semitic program.
No,
I am
it is
talking,
not.
in fact, about some insane bullshit I heard a stupid, crazy person say that none of us believe. It's just sometimes you hear something so wild.
Yeah, I've never heard of any of this until now, so I definitely don't subscribe to it.
I have like an hour and a half video I can show you about it. It's going to be your favorite thing, but Munchie was like... his style was like a very edgy. He says bad words in it that we don't want in our videos anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna have to get past some 2015 cringe if you want to engage with it. But spirit science, really interesting. But trying to research it beyond the Munchie video is just like weird and sad because like you're hearing about it from like people who actually believe it. Whereas Munchie's telling you about it like, listen to this shit.
From the perspective of the person who doesn't. Yeah, okay.
Right. But he's doing a bit like, no, this is all literally true. This all literally happened.
Right.
But he knows
like,
it's a bunch of
like
DOS.
South Park talking about Scientology.
Oh, sure. Yes. Same type of deal.
Okay.
Anyway.
Or like any cult leader talking about whatever their cult is.
Yeah, you know, join Heaven's Gate. It's good.
Sure.
This is definitely not a scheme to steal your family's money.
No, just, you know,
your family should send money.
Kool-Aid's in the back, you know, we've got it all planned out. It'll be good.
Well, if we got Kool-Aid in the back, nothing can stop us. Let's begin our adventure. Chapter 23.
Oh, yeah. JoJo.
The inheritance of the Howler family. So we get a little bit right here about the fucking treasure chest that his
in Howler's
grandfather
sacred ancestral home of Hawaii.
Right.
Which is hilarious. It's still hilarious to me. He got so upset, like, this is my home too, you guys. No, Howler, that's not how that works.
Very Knives Out, where he's like,
yeah,
ancestral home, and he laughs at him. He's like, your father bought this from an Armenian in the 80s.
Exactly.
What do you mean ancestral home?
It's like your guy is like a second.
It goes back generation.
It goes back, yeah, exactly. Generation. A single generation singular.
I'm really pissed off. You just said that while I was vaping, and I took everything in my power not to hurt myself. Don't be funny while I'm vaping. You have no way of knowing.
I'm sorry. I have
it goes back generation.
Literally no way to know.
So the whole deal is that we got this treasure chest and we got the stuff inside, antiques, precious metals, vases, blah, blah, blah. They had to let all of them go to turn them into cash. Yeah. There's a state representative named Monte Bruto. And he's this little bald guy. We got Goddess Giorno up here. This is like
yeah, a little bit.
Super Saiyan Transfem Giorno. He's got like 9 curls.
Those might be flowers.
The land was only theirs via verbal agreement before the state of Hawaii had been annexed. His ancestor was a great man. Water source belongs to the public. So, you know, that's a good point, but apparently the narration tells us that he actually is like a mafia card.
Yeah, so we've already got our official introduction to the mafia factor.
Even Araki is not immune to the trope of unions good, but sometimes they're also evil.
Sometimes not all unions are good.
Well, it's kind of like as soon as you create like a new power structure, it is now subject to the same pitfalls as the power structure it was trying to replace, you know? See Attack on Titan for more details.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there you go.
I actually really didn't like Attack on Titan when it started being like, now we're going to overthrow the government. I was like, guys, what are we doing? But then once you get to, we are the government and we are now being overthrown by the hot-headed young upstart next generation who doesn't believe us and thinks they can do it better. And at that point, I was like, okay, all right. The cycle of violence continues.
Yeah, you took it back.
Because, I mean, they do the same thing. Once they have power, despite their best intentions, they recreate all the problems with the old government. The secrecy, lying to the citizens, quote-unquote, for their own benefit, like making decisions for people.
I feel like there was literally a Rick and Morty episode about this exact topic.
Probably.
It was the Purge episode where like they go up and they kill all the rich people, but then they reconstruct capitalism.
Well, gotta start purging.
I forgot about that. That's a fucking like season 1 or 2 episode. That's an early one.
There's also the one where it's the micro dimension inside of the micro dimension inside
Yeah.
of the micro dimension.
Sure, Slavery with Extra Steps, classic.
Yeah.
Because each one of them is like, oh sure, we'll oppress somebody else for infinite energy, not knowing.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's
Then
exactly
again-
the circumstances of their own
Then
existence.
again, capitalism bad is probably one of the most common themes in all of media. So
yeah, there you
you'll
go.
run into this exact situation where
Not exactly breaking new grounds, but
Yeah, when have you seen like
Oh.
a movie where like somebody gets hella money and it's like, and then everything was just fine? Like, there's kind of always a root of all evil thing happening there in our media.
yeah,
Remember, do you remember in Death Note when Light won and then he didn't become totally evil?
yeah, and then he didn't overplay his hand. He was just like, well, I got everything I wanted.
Or in
haven't
Breaking
seen Death
Bad
Note.
Breaking Bad where Walter White won and didn't become the new villain.
Do you remember in Breaking Bad when Walter White won and then like before anything else happened after killing Gus, he just like stopped, just laid low forever?
He's just like, well,
You know what? He literally tried to do that. Like he cooked a little more afterwards and then killed Mike and shit. But like he's out, you know? Season 5, episode 8. He's just grilling. He's just grilling with his family. He's fucking done.
chilling and grilling.
He tried. Oh man. All right. So Hawaiian Mafia behind the scenes. Why has everywhere got
Hawaiian
a mafia?
I don't know.
It was them that unleashed the
It's
wildfire.
another universal trope.
So they set the fire on purpose. It was arson.
No.
But nobody has proof. And then this fucking rules. This is some classic mafia gangster shit.
Yeah, I love this scene.
Shitty cars just puttering along, coughing gas, fumes in their face. Yeah. And he's like, Jesus, get around him. And as he passes, bang. This is crazy because I think this might be the first time that anyone has ever shot a gun in JoJo once.
And successfully killed someone?
No, but just one bullet. Every time. Mista, everybody, whenever they shoot a gun, like, Araki draws like
It's
5
always
bullets
like pop,
coming out
Yeah,
of the gun.
they just fan the hammer, absolutely.
Right, every single time.
It's never been one shot, one kill.
Right. Bam! Just dead. One pull.
Decisive.
It's
yeah.
crazy. I don't think anyone's ever shot their gun once. Even like FF, Johnny Joestar, the people in Part 7.
Yeah, the only time Johnny ever did a single shot was to put down Valentine. But even then, that was after already just shooting a bunch of times prior.
Indeed. Indeed. This is just a little bit of a rarity. Almost always when Araki draws gun, he draws multiple bullets, like as if they all just show up out the front at the same time.
I mean, yeah, we literally just had that too with Bobby Jean.
Yeah, and we're about to have it again real soon.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, yeah, so it's Howler who did it himself.
Howler's grandpapa.
Yeah. He picks up a lava rock and clubs him to death with it.
Damn.
Jesus.
No, don't do it.
This is actually so awesome. This is classic. This reminds me of Breaking Bad again, where we get like Hector Salamanca with the young Marco and Leonel, the cousins. Like that's what this reminds me of once we get to old Aka or old Letrado or old whatever this fucking guy is.
I don't know if we overlooked his name or we just don't have an official name.
Did they tell me or?
I don't know if we got
attention?
Howler Senior's name. Yeah, Howler JoJo.
No,
Wasn't his name Acha because he was the 8th generation or whatever?
Yes, our guy is named Acha because he's the 8th. Yeah, okay,
Which means
he's still
this
just.
guy would be the 5th generation, right?
Sure, yeah.
Sixth?
Yes. He is
It's
the
his
sixth head.
grandfather's era. So A, B, C, D, E,
But
F,
he is-
G, H. So he would be F.
He would be F, yes. He is unnamed, according to the JoJo Wiki.
Okay.
He is an unnamed tertiary character. Implied that his name is based on the letter F. Sixth head of the Howler Company and the grandfather of Acha Howler.
Right. So, like, him being an absolute bastard and killing this guy, shooting him, clubbing the driver with a rock to death, and then hard cut to, like, him as, like, oh, come over
A soft,
and sit
gentle
next to
old
me.
man. Oh,
Right. Like, he's never
come
done
on,
anything
sonny
bad in his
boy.
life.
Let's watch the TV together. And then they're watching, like, it looks like a, what is it? Like, we'll be right back kind of thing on TV. Like, we're experiencing some technical difficulties.
Oh, yeah, what the fuck? Why is he watching? He's watching Sissy Hypnosis. He's
Yes,
watching Hypnovids.
This is my favorite program. You're gonna love this. You're gonna grow
Come
up to be
over
a big
here
strong.
and sit on my lap while I watch this? No.
You're gonna grow up to be a big strong JoJo man.
Oh,
Don't
boy.
you worry.
Today I'm going to
This'll
teach
be-
you. I'm going to learn you how to play butt ball. Rule number 1: never
This'll
tell your
be-
parents.
This will be good for both of us.
I don't like this anymore. Next page. Get out of here. Get out of here. I took the opportunity to make the deed of the family's land officially ours under the law.
Oh boy.
There's nothing in the world that lasts forever. That box, keep precious things inside of it. The first generation of
remember
the Trados will. If you ever get in trouble and have to take something out, know that it's going to come back eventually. The Tintoretto painting bounced around.
That's an awesome ability for a treasure chest to have, by the way.
Oh, because
If you
check it
take
out.
any-
It's literally just got lava rock particulate
Yeah,
in
exactly.
the bottom.
It's got lava rock crumbs.
Yeah,
Got
and
the
he's like,
same ability. It's got the same ability as normal people, as normal 1%ers in the real world.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Every billionaire has a treasure chest like this of infinite wealth.
Don't worry. All of that wealth will come back to us.
It'll come back around eventually.
if we just stand in the right spot, the flow will bring it straight to us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this is the lava rock that he had the encounter with when he was a kid. It's gotten brittle. Nearly all of it has crumbled away at this point. So, like, how big is our lava rock compared to these? I want to know. And, like, what's the time frame? And then also, like, I wonder if it's because we were using it so much. The lava rock is like, ow, ow, ow. Like, it's literally physically damaging the lava rock to do all this.
In the next chapter, we see that, like, being
I was about to say,
by objects of value, I guess it there's an equal and opposite reaction.
Right.
So I guess like the lava rock is pulled in all these different directions and starts to crumble.
If it starts,
it's like being
detecting wealth.
affected.
If there's more wealth than there is lava rock.
Oh my god, yeah. It can if it outweighs. Like if there was a Billy, the lava rock would just become dust.
It's like I have to get to all of it or bring all of it to me.
And I'm not big enough. My magnet power. So like the magnet flies out of your hand to the big magnet.
It's a logical paradox that the rock has to solve within its limited capacity.
This is really cool stuff. This is the kind of shit that I
love the mechanism of the lava rock. It's my favorite thing.
I was going to say this is the kind of shit that I wanted to start the podcast for in the first place. That's brilliant. It's like it's kind of got a magnet effect to it. Like I never would have thought of that on my own.
It goes both ways. Because we've seen the lava rock pull things towards it and pull itself towards other things.
True. Merc, go ahead.
But when the
fact that this chapter implies that like even the remnants of a lava rock have the same ability as like the whole.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean for the lava rock that Jodio smashed at Rohan's place?
Oh, that house or wherever that dust ends up going off the wind is going to be the luckiest spot on the earth. It's going to become a blessed location. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good point. What happened to the dust? And Rohan was like, "Are you freaking crazy?
Are you insane?
Are you insane?
Are you nuts?
You want to find out?
You want to find out?
Which to me suggests that, like, since he only had the 2 lava rocks, he probably never examined what happens to, like, once it's smashed.
Yeah, he
No,
probably didn't get to
he
that
was
stage.
probably way too
Yo,
cautious about it.
Rohan at the villa after Jodio and the gang leave, sweeping up pieces of lava rock into a little dustbin, and he keeps them. I mean, he's just like, those fucking kids. He's sweeping up the crumbs
Son
and
of
puts
a
them in a Ziploc
bitch.
bag.
Yeah, I can't believe they pulled one over on old Rohan.
And then he's like,
He's
wait a
like-
minute, is that gold dust in there? What the hell?
It's still good. It still works.
working.
Puts a little behind his teeth for later.
There's like a weird feather that ends up landing near the dust on the ground. And it's like an outrageously rare plume of an endangered bird, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Oh fuck, it's not over. It's not over yet. I still have some rock here."
I've still got it. I don't have to be involved in the
I'm
plot
still
of
in the
this part at
game.
all.
No, but
I'm
like
still in the game.
him re-entering the plot with a Ziploc baggie of lava rock dust later would be
Lava rock dust.
awesome.
That would be funny. I would
Jodio
like that.
takes the bag and crushes it up and just does lines of it.
Now I have the luck inside me.
No, Usagi
Wait a
doing
minute.
lines of it and then
Usagi
acting
would
like
do the line. Yeah.
Wouldn't that just draw the objects of value into your body? That doesn't sound good.
But Usagi
Well.
doing a line of lava rock and then acting like Tuko, like, woo!
Tight, yeah.
Usagi doing that would be so funny.
I want that now.
He's the
That's my new
goofiest.
goal in life. He is the goofiest. He's my favorite silly boy.
And he does coke. He bought it from Jodio. At the
We
beginning.
saw him do it. But he said it was like a one-time thing. Like, trust me, I'm not like a druggie or nothing.
Hmm. Yeah, well, I said that
That's just
too.
what a drug you would say.
Exactly.
I'll
Hmm.
be real with you. I've done coke like a lot of times. That shit is not
Oh
good
my-
for you. You don't
oh
want to
my
be
God.
doing that.
Are you sure?
I've collected like first-hand evidence that it's not good for you.
That it's not good for you?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know what is
like,
good for you?
Those corn syrup and that shit.
There's it's high fructose, man. It's not good. All right, so yeah, it's almost crumbled away. The head of the family Latrado found it on the mountains of the gods, but I have no idea where. Cut to the present. Dragona, drippy. Jodio, drippy but normal. Yokohama.
Drippy.
No, just Yokohama.
Yokohama.
Yep.
Drippy.
And end of thought.
Howler. Low-key kind of drippy. I don't like his
He
shorts.
Loki. He's goofy drippy.
Yeah, I don't like his shorts.
He's got the Swiss
Who the fuck
cheese
is
leggings and arm sleeves.
This is my subordinate Pink, and in his back is my assistant and bag carrier Noir. Black Pink.
Noir. Black pink.
Black Pink in your area?
More likely than you think.
Mm-hmm. So Jodio's looking at the truck, and it's fucking speeding away. Should we really be boarding this ship? The 2 pursuers are at Merrill Maze. They're looking for who shot and killed the agent at the hospital, and they're not looking for the bank employee. Lava Rocks are allies, starting to become ours. We keep moving forward.
Gotta go through with the plan.
I'd like permission to board, so it's you.
We're
I thought
in
you'd
too
come,
deep.
you piece of shit. He knows
piece of
Yokohama and
shit.
doesn't like him.
Well, yeah, he recognizes him from the airport.
She's Key West, a lawyer. She'll be joining us, and that's my crew. Come on board, Yokohama, and look at all these cloned Josuke's.
So, they're literally like, I know they're in the distance, so their faces aren't as detailed, but they all have the Josuke Part 8 face.
They
It's
do.
Clonesuke Higashi copy.
Higashi copy?
Higashi copy.
You're crazy. Clonesuke
Soft.
Higashi copy.
Soft and wet and wet and wet and wet.
Soft and soft and soft and wet and wet and
Yeah,
wet. and
yeah,
wet.
yeah. Also, Key West, another Florida representation.
Oh, gotta go to
again.
Key
Just
West. Key West is the
Sh-
best.
Shout out to Florida. Shout out Key West. Show us
Florida
something, girl. Give
gang.
us something good. Give us something
Shout
good,
out
girl.
Shout out to her design, which is clearly a cop outfit.
Right.
despite
Not a
the fact
lawyer.
that she's a lawyer.
Despite she's the lawyer,
And the other one's the cop.
and then the fireman in an actual firefighter's outfit,
Is the fire.
the only one dressed for his job. the job he wants.
What if Key West's stand is named like Pensacola or something?
Oh, that would be so funny. It could be named Florida Man. That's a Blue Oyster Cult song.
Oh boy.
Oh,
That's
for real?
cool. I didn't know that.
It is. I saw it. It's a recent song actually by
right,
them.
because I was like, "There's no way." I would have
They
known.
still exist?
Yeah.
Lots of
Let me
bands still
see.
exist.
Florida
That's
Man, Blue
crazy.
Oyster Cult. Oh gosh. Yeah, when did
No,
this
but I
song?
mean- Blue Oyster Cult isn't exactly a band that you'd expect to think of as still making music.
Yeah.
No.
No, you're right.
Let's see. Okay. Yeah, the symbol from their album The Symbol Remains 2020.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, fuck.
Florida Man. And it is literally just about the Florida Man, the myth, the legend. It's really good.
So, well, I mean, I'm sure a Florida individual such as yourself has a lot of affinity for the Florida Man. In his
Oh,
many forms.
he's a good man. He's like I describe him as more of like a spiritual entity
Right. He's like a
that he
folk hero.
flows. Yeah, he flows from person to person. He has no true form or nature of his own.
Right. It's like mumbo jumbo. You know about that?
Yes. Yes.
Chris, do you know about this?
Um,
The origin of the
Sorry,
phrase
I
mumbo
was-
jumbo?
I was looking at the Blue Oyster Cult Wikipedia page.
Not a problem, my friend. No big. I wanted to tell you about the origin of mumbo jumbo, though. Because it's like Florida Man. Like, it flows from person to person. This is like...
the Minecraft YouTuber?
No! The phrase!
No. Mumbo jumbo.
Oh. Yeah, sure. What's the origin?
In, like, fucking Zimbabwe or somewhere in the African jungles, there was, like, a tribe that had a tradition where, like, if there was a disagreement between, like, husband and wife or between, like, two people in the village, they would call on the spirit of the forest, mumbo jumbo, crazy, covered in leaves and mud, and wearing a big silly mask, dancing and hitting you with a stick over the head and speaking in nonsense entity. And they're a magical spirit of the forest called Mumbo Jumbo. But the thing is, it never was a magical spirit of the forest, obviously. It was just someone from the village dressed up in the costume and, like, assuming the role. And it was, like, a thing that would solve disputes in the village. Like, if a husband is mad at a wife, Mumbo Jumbo might come out of the forest.
Now, are we sure this was an actual folk tradition, or is this something that white people made up?
This is something that white people, in a colonizer capacity, observed and said, "What the fuck are you guys doing?" It's not made up.
It sounds like some like colonizer dark continent propaganda bullshit.
Well, like off of the back of genuine weird folk traditions like these, they got exaggerated into, oh, everyone does this. Everyone's crazy. But, like, this was a thing. Instead of having, like, court, they would have somebody from the village, like, dress up and pretend to be this silly character, and then come around and kind of do, like, some wild nonsense and speak gibberish until the dispute had been resolved. Until the people, hugged it out.
You understand, though, why I had to ask. It's very hard to tell.
Yeah.
So the point being that Mumbo Jumbo came to refer to the gibberish that he speaks, as well as being his name. So I was saying that Florida Man is like Mumbo Jumbo.
He's very much Mumbo Jumbo, except he doesn't solve problems. He mostly just causes them.
Isn't Mumbo Jumbo also in Banjo-Kazooie or whatever?
Yeah, Mumbo.
Yes.
Mumbo Jumbo is a West African word, deriving from the Mandika word Mama Jumbo, which refers to a masked male dancer who takes part in religious ceremonies.
Mama Jumbo.
Yeah, he's a character that solves marital disputes.
That's awesome.
Mama Jumbo.
Hmm?
Mama Jumbo.
Mama Jumbo. Mama Jumbo.
Mama Jumbo is the name of the character, so English speakers bastardized it into Mumbo Jumbo.
Men will literally summon a forest spirit instead of...
Yes, they
before
will
going to therapy.
Summon a forest spirit instead of just talking to their wife.
Well, what else are you gonna do?
It's very much like a thing that is employed to keep women in subjugation, to be honest. Like, it was like...
I don't know. Far be it from us to criticize the workings of mumbo jumbo.
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I'm reading this article for a little bit too long. My bad.
No, it's okay. It is interesting stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. I like old traditions and like masks and dances and folk characters. I'm into all that shit.
No, I love cultural history like that. It's very, very fascinating to me.
You did put the fear of God in me. I was like, hang on, am I racist? Like, did I just hear this and internalize it as true?
Wait a minute. I just got to check.
I literally did. I mean, I was confident.
I'm not racist right now about this particular thing.
Come on, let me off the hook. Fucking jeez.
I know. I'm just giving you a hard time.
I know, buddy.
I'm just yanking your chain.
Continuing. Hello, here's my business card. My name is Pink Nagasaki. And then she goes inside and immediately I was like, whoa, looking at all the stuff. Unprofessional.
I love that. I hope it comes into play. I hope this is Chekhov's merry-go-round. That the merry-go-round will have a part in the upcoming fight.
Battle on this merry-go-round.
Yes, a battle on the merry-go-round would be the most JoJo a battle on a merry-go-round on a boat in the middle of the Hawaiian Ocean.
Surrounded by police boats.
Surrounded by police cruisers while it's on fire. There's a lot of elements at play for this to be a really fun set piece.
I'm really hoping that this is going to be a big battle on the sinking ship.
Yeah, I hope it's more than just a look at how wealthy and gratuitous Howler is with his money.
But I think that Howler should already start catching significant W's, you know? Like losing his expensive yacht in the first battle, even though our characters don't defeat him.
No, exactly.
So
you can see the level of detail on the merry-go-round is significantly more than most of the other elements in the scene.
Yeah, because I think it's a picture.
Makes me think that like there was definitely a photo that was traced for this.
Yeah, Araki's assistants they Googled merry-go-round and then took the first image and he was like, oh, cool.
Well, he does that, you know? And I mean, like, he does that with buildings, too. Like, these buildings sometimes are way too perfect to be drawn. And I mean,
we also saw that with
they're drawn over.
We also saw that with the Hawaiian license, the Obama.
Yeah, absolutely. Same dealio.
Obama.
It's like draw-overs. I don't have a problem with that. Like, for me, Araki, his art is all about... I mean, we like his backgrounds, too. But the backgrounds are a tone setter. The characters and the character art and the expressions are like what we're really fucking here for.
Exactly, which he has been...
For sure.
If he can save a little time digitizing a fucking merry-go-round so he can spend more time on Dragona's cute little face here she makes in the corner of the page.
Yeah,
I'm all for
and
that.
It's been dialed up to an 11 in this part already, so I'm all here for it.
I'd love to go ride on a merry-go-round where I can see all of the stars in the night sky reflecting on the sea. I feel like I might pee myself.
I would also pee myself, but for unrelated reasons.
What university did you go to? What school?
You mean like what school?
And they're like,
I love this bit.
She just immediately, Harvard. Oh, Harvard?
Harvard. I love her stern expression.
Right,
Harvard.
And then it crumbles immediately in seconds. She goes from...
me too! That means you're my
co-high. So, like... school? Like, she's, like, totally unaware, like, not locked in, and then
gotta
Harvard,
think of a school.
And then
What's the first school I can
flustered
think
and panicking after one basic question.
How's Professor Herzberg doing?
I like to imagine this is a trick and Herzberg isn't a real person.
Oh yeah, this 100% read to me as like the sitcom bit of like, oh, you went to Harvard too? How's Professor Herzberg? Oh, he's great. His English economics class was awesome. And she's like, there is no English economics teacher named Professor Herzberg.
Fuck! fuck, I walked right into the trap, no!
But we didn't even get to the payoff of that bit because then immediately Key West is like, oh, they're walking away now. They don't care
Howler's
about our...
walking downstairs with them and he's just got a gun.
They literally don't care
The
about our
plot-
school
the
discussion.
The plot demands that we move past this bit.
This is so badass.
Which is really funny
this
to
is
me.
what Araki was saying, like, rich people, parentheses, people who are used to always getting what they want, because they have more resources.
Parentheses, people who are rich.
Right, it's okay. Will often, if they don't get what they want, they will very quickly resort to violence to get it. And, like, violence is a kind of richness and power. And so this is, like, an expression of that. Like, there's no scenario in his mind where he doesn't get what he wants.
Didn't Meryl May say something like violence is a form of currency?
Yes,
the hardest quote ever in JoJo.
Say. That's what I was trying to... I was getting the wording wrong. But yeah. So he sits down at the table. Yokohama, ... We're here for business. Is there really a need to have something like that here? A need? Is the thing you're asking about having a need for or not this? Yuck! Well, it's not particularly needed for me, but maybe it's needed for you? You two back there, you sure look young, though folks call me young sometimes too. Don't just stand there, sit down at the table. So yeah, this really isn't something I need at all, honestly. I'm just placing it on the table. This motherfucker's gotta stand.
Yeah, no, that's what
does.
kills me about this entire interaction is he's like, he has the stand up his sleeve.
No, I don't need it.
He's being honest.
This is the magical gun that keeps changing shape. It's like it's drawn like so correct, and then it's drawn like so wrong.
And then it's just like a rubber toy in the next
it's like
panel.
blamp. And then like go back one page.
Okay.
It's round and then it's square.
To be fair to Araki, it's probably hard to find good references for guns.
Sure. Well, I mean, in the exact angle that you need, sure.
In the exact angle, yes.
Yeah. And I mean, again, he's a character artist. He's really good at the human body and expressions and faces. He's not necessarily, like, rotating a fucking weird-ass shape with a lot of little greebles on it. That's not where his talents lie. I'm here for the character art. I'm here for the people and the faces. Look at the thing where he says this isn't something I need at all. Look at the hatching. Look at the bright light on the background right next to his eye. The deep shadow next to his nose. Art's amazing in this. Cold hard cash.
Again, it's like we have such a limited... Like now we're just in a room, so we can really focus on the little details, on the characters, on the money, on the howler. On all these close-ups of everyone just being super intense, like, oh, the money, look at the big money. Cold, hard cash.
So he's trying to tell him, I'm giving
that
these...
dollar bill.
He's like, I'm giving these to you personally. And I'll give the same amount to the two behind you. You have a great position of responsibility at the bank. I can't say I have any interest in your salary or how much you pay in taxes, but in the end, you're just an employee. The bank doesn't actually belong to you, right? So Howler's trying to play him against the bank. Like, dude, you're just a person. You're like me. You don't actually like care about the bank's will
it's
like
just
that.
A
like, you don't
job
care about their
for
whims.
You.
Right. You don't have like school spirit. And then he's like giving him the soft sell and then immediately just puts the gun to his forehead.
And then immediately, I don't need the gun. However, right to your forehead. So I want you to do something for me.
I like
we'll
how
go out on my sunny deck and pop some champagne.
The threat of gun violence.
Yeah, like diplomacy hasn't even had a chance to fail before he pulls out the Glock again.
Well, I tried nothing, and I'm out of options.
I've tried nothing, and nothing's working.
And nothing's working. And then charming Yokohama's like, wait a minute. Hold on.
So, he's like, even if you guys get arrested and get caught, you can be my convenient little patsies and take the fall. And you're not going to get that big of a sentence. It's 40 mil each. Cut to our crew, Jodio's whispering. I want you guys to remember and keep track of all these moments where Jodio is whispering in Charming Man's ear, because Letrado? Aka, Howler's gonna call it out later. He's gonna be like, you stop whispering to people, and you... So Jodio is constantly doing this, and it's been since the beginning of the part. Like, he's the shadow boss of this organization, actually. He's secretly in charge. He's always got the best ideas, but he's just usually not willing to be the one who steps forward and becomes the center of attention. He's just like... And then, yeah, thank you. My mic was noise gating it for Discord. But then he goes in Paco's ear, and then Paco steps forward and says a bunch of really smart shit that starts changing the tide. And you're like, you kind of forget that stuff all came from Jodio.
Yeah, because he's not the one who said it.
He's not the smart one. Man, do you think Paco and Usagi? You think the 3 Pacos and Usagi that we sent?
3 Pacos.
Yeah. Do the hustle, and the hustle, and the hustle, and the hustle.
And the hustle.
Yeah.
The Paco brothers featuring Usagi.
Me when I play Final Fantasy 1, but I make a party that's like 3 fighters and 1 red mage.
Yeah.
1 thief. 3 fighters and 1 thief. Anyway. Fucking, do you think they're screwed? Do you think they're fucked without Jodio?
Without Jodio there, I think Paco is a capable enough fighter on his own, and that's really all he needs.
But he wasn't smart enough on his own to defeat Charming Man. He needed Jodio and everybody.
Fair enough, yeah. But
Paco has at least 2 brain cells to himself.
He does. He has 2 nickels to rub together up there. Like, he can think.
Yeah.
He's not like an overtly dumb character. I'm just saying,
he can...
all the smart ones are together doing the boat mission right now. We sent the 2 lowest int characters.
Usagi. No. We've seen that Usagi is like actually clever and resourceful. It's just out of combat, he's a complete putz.
Doofus. Yeah, and I kind of forgot.
Wasn't it Paco's idea to recruit Charming Man in the first place?
It was Paco's idea. Yes.
Yeah.
And I completely forgot that Usagi had this running thing going at the beginning of the part where he was like, "Are you guys stupid? It's a stand.
Exactly.
Open your eyes." So like,
where he's the only one who's on top of things before anyone else.
That he was like that, and you know why I forgot? It's because he just spent the last 10 chapters like writhing around, dying,
completely,
literally
pathogens, brain hemorrhages,
literally brain dead. Yeah.
And saying
just
shit
talking like,
what was he saying? Like, 23 is number 1.
He was doing like weird acronyms. He's like, "You're my BFF, my big fat frog," or whatever. And he would just make things up.
Yes, exactly.
Usagi has the most insane.
MRI stands for man's a real idiot.
Yes. That's the one I was trying to think of.
Most insane variance in intelligence throughout the story.
That's the thing, is that like I don't trust that Araki has like a solid plan for what his character is supposed to be like. Even I think he's just doing whatever makes him laugh at any given moment. He's very much like I'm okay with just assigning him. He's the Joshu of the part already. You know?
Yeah. I think I don't know, because Joshu isn't as likable as Usagi, and he's also more of a creep. I think he's... I don't know if there's like a new universe analogy for him, but he's definitely very Narantia and Mista coded.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Especially if we're going with the Part 5 analog for this. Part 5 with like hints of Part 6.
I hope we go to jail. Wouldn't that be awesome? If
I was going to say, because I came to that realization. I was like, wait a minute. We have a brother and a sister, JoJo. That's our boy and our girl. This is Part 5 and 6 combined. So maybe like this, like... maybe, oh my god. Maybe half of the gang gets separated and goes to jail and does a Part 6 adventure, while the other half... like a Jodio group and a Dragona group have their own separate arcs.
I was actually going to say, horrible thought. Do you think like Jodio and Dragona both go to the same prison? Because
Oh God,
Think about it, like it's the only way to have brother and sister in the same prison together.
Yeah, I don't know.
Considering well, in order to have a Joestar group, you know, they'd all have to. Like, if you want the Joestar group to be together in prison, they'd all have to go to the same prison, and we know that, you know, there's the U.S. prison system isn't the greatest when it comes to transgender rights.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, moving on from that.
So even if what I'm getting at is even if Jodio and Dragona don't go to the same prison, Dragona and whoever else on the group goes to the prison group would be going to the same prison.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If they went that route.
Right. A scary prospect. The stakes are high for our characters, and this is a crime story, so going to jail is a real possibility.
I mean, yeah, the cops are literally about to show up.
Yeah. And if they find out that these three right here are not, in fact, bank employees, but just people fucking around trying to pull a fast one, they might get arrested too. Especially if they start, like, shooting guns.
I sure hope Meryl May knows a good criminal lawyer.
Oh, man. I really want a Saul Goodman character in this story by the end of it. Okay.
We need it so bad.
We need a stand lawyer. Because we've had a standless lawyer in JoJo already, and look where that got Jolene.
And look where that got him.
Look where that got her and him. Look where that got everybody. We need a lawyer who has a stand and is, like, willing to use it to, like, manipulate outcomes. Very Saul Goodman-like. Like, I'll go outside of the legal system for extra money. And I'll just, like, wipe their mind or whatever.
The power of the truth and nothing but the truth.
Sorry, I picked a bad moment to hit my vape just there. So they're considering it. $40 million each. $120 million in total between the three of us.
That is a lot of money.
Given that he's got a debt of $30 billion from where he put the North Slope up as collateral, that would mean he's settled this whole thing pretty cheaply. Man, this guy, Mataku. If we were real bank employees, we might have actually taken him up on it. But our goal is everything he's got. Jodio, produce the file folder. I'm afraid I can't do that, Howler-san. The illegal arms manufacturing you're doing on the North Slope is a matter of national security. It's a major crime. The state government's coming. 72 hours. I ain't making anything like that. Got it, you piece of shit?
You piece of shit.
Blah! Gun to the head. His gun keeps changing look and style. It's round in this shot, and then it's perfectly square in the next one. Regardless of what you've heard publicly, there's some misunderstanding, false rumor, we'll take care of it. Yeah, so this is the same bullshit you get from every organization. Let us handle it internally.
Yeah.
There's no proof, no way to let the government seize anything. Jodio's whispering again. Howler, one of the world's absurdities is happening right now. You know, I like mechanism. I don't like absurdities. It doesn't make sense.
I don't care for absurdities, yeah.
Me neither.
We also have to take into consideration this isn't like...
This ain't JoJo's Absurd Adventure.
Well, this also isn't in the official translation. We're not going to get that for like 10 years.
Yeah. This is crazy also. This is some fucking Walter White telling Jesse to just shoot him in the head if he really believes that bullshit type deal. He puts his forehead forward. He stands up into the barrel. And he
into the gun, yeah.
You think you can pay for this with money? Are you kidding me? This is crazy.
Are you fucking nuts?
Jodio told him to do this. He whispered into his ear, say absurdities, and then go on the offensive. And then look at Jodio in this panel, finger on his chin like, admiring his plan.
And then look at Howler. He's immediately like, well, I wasn't expecting him to do that.
Right.
I thought the gun was scary.
He doesn't give a shit about the gun. Also, I had a thought. What if Charming Man gets shot in the head? Could he just, like... Does he just have a hole in him? Because he's made of sand? Like...
Yeah. I don't
don't
know.
know.
I think
Can
it's only
he-
the
can he-
outer layer that's got the dust.
Sure, but he could disassemble his whole eyeball.
I was
and send
about
it
to
away and then
say,
bring it
yeah,
back.
he could take it.
yeah.
So
He
maybe
could take his entire eye out.
Can he disassemble? Can he take off his whole arm and go send it somewhere? Probably, right? Because if he can do it with his eyeball, so his eyeball doesn't need to be connected to his body to work. So what does that say about the
Yeah.
rest of it? Like, I don't think he's got normal biology. I don't think he's ever had his head cut off, so he's never found out. But I had a daydream the other day of, like, what if Charming Man gets shot or, like, gets hurt bad or gets, like, some part of him blown off and he's alive and he's just like, I'm gonna just have to, like, reconstitute my overall mass into a new arm, but I'll be slightly smaller. So Charming Man
Yeah,
just keeps
'cause
getting smaller each time he has
He
to,
gets
like,
smaller and
majorly
smaller.
heal. He gets maybe, like, a
Wait,
new character design a little bit.
He becomes Koichi sized by the end of the series.
Didn't Mamazuku do something similar where like he took a little bit of the ribbon from his ass cheek or whatever?
No,
And
we were
used-
saying that he should have done that, but he just went the whole rest of the part without the fingers on his left hand.
Yeah, he just
besides
chopped his
thumb,
fingers off
for some
during
reason.
brainstorm.
Yeah. And Chris and I were being real anal about looking at his fucking hands every time he appeared in the part after that. Like, those look like fingers!
Those are fingies. He only put them back for a little bit when it was convenient for him.
Well,
You
yeah,
could
I
have a
think that
little
was
finger
our...
as a treat.
I think that was our reason that we could believe why they were back sometimes, is that he probably just unraveled some of his ass cheek or wherever, you know,
Out
somewhere
of
he
his
doesn't
ass
need.
cheek.
Yeah. So that was our reasoning that we came up with, but I don't think the manga ever said that that was what was really happening. I think they just ignored it. That was our
But
fanon.
logically, what Charming Man would do is he would just take a little bit of his body that's not visible, and use that as a replacement.
Right, but what if he like had both his legs blown off, you know? He would have to significantly reorganize his entire body mass. And he's not Foo Fighters, so I'm not expecting that to happen. But I was just like, what if, as like a healing mechanic, if every time the character got seriously injured and needed to like heal by reorganizing his body, he got a new character design? Because already Charming Man is this like shapeshifter, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, anyway. That's why we've amicably come on your ship. And then he stops yelling and then goes, okay, here you are. So we have a proposition. Look at this map, right? So he's proposing this little switcheroo where he's like, just trade this piece of land for this one. It'll be fine. Come on. Afterwards, you can just buy it back. We can just trade it back.
We'll just do what tradesies. They do
So
it all the
then
time.
when the police come to look at the land, it's not even your land anymore.
It's not
So this-
even yours. It's not your
not,
problem.
It's not habit forming. Anyway, so you aren't losing anything here. If you just switch what you're putting up as collateral, then whatever the state government does with the munitions factory, though not all of them, this will make sure Howler Co.'s assets will be protected. Exchange the North Slope, and he's fucking sweating bullets because his grandpappy told him,
Sweating.
never ever let that slope go. It's the most important thing to our family. You should really take it. No, you have to take it. I don't think your factory is innocent. But if it does end up being clear of charges, we'll let you buy the land back. We have already all drawn the documents all up. We already all drawn them. We already done did it. Here's the deed. Just sign here and everything will be settled. This part is fake. There won't be any exchange of land. All this does is bring the land into our possession. So I hope he doesn't read the fine print. Yokohama,
They probably won't.
Sales general manager, this doesn't seem right. Do you really have the power to do all that? I'm trusted by upper management. I was just told this morning, go there and make sure this gets done. If you'd like to check it over, be my guest. Honestly, it would be much riskier for me to accept something like this. Pushes the money away. We're heading to the principal's office. We just arrived at the school gate. Mr. Howler inherited that land from his ancestors. He's not just going to trade it away for some land in Oahu. What's more, there's no way that could be an alternate place to be collateral. The place handed down to him by his ancestors was the farm of Hualalai. Just that one part of it. Take the deal. It was you,
Take
the
it.
8th head of the family, that started the side business of the munitions factory, right? No matter what you say, the state government is going to get moving in a day or two. Listen to me. It's over. Hold on a second.
It's
I'm putting
so
this conversation
Joker.
on pause.
Huh?
I'm reading his next line. That's so cool. It's just getting like sweaty in here. He's just starting to freak out, and then he sees the lava
Then he
rocks. And he says,
notices.
"Hold on a second.
Huh?
I'm putting this conversation on pause.
I don't care about this anymore.
I'll
He
talk to
suddenly
you in a minute,
regains the
Yoko."
upper hand.
Oh,
Yeah.
this page is great. This double page,
Yes.
and he's
All
got
the
the
reactions
tiny
around the
little
room.
piece of lava rock.
He
And Dragona
recognizes
is like,
it.
"Oh shit, it's falling out of my brooch,
My brooch.
out of my
my
titty
brooch.
pocket."
My
It's
titty
falling
window.
out of my pockets already.
Oh god. Mom spaghetti.
These grains of sand. What is this? It's scattered all over. What is this stuff? Something got scattered on top of the money. So the grains themselves, now that they're small, are moving to the money. It's becoming brittle and crumbling. I've seen this before. Akka, these things have saved the Howler family after the wildfire. The lava rock, it got there from behind the pendant? What are those, fragments? No way, it's deteriorating? The bundle of banknotes. Dragona's surrounded by things worth money. You there, what'd you say your name was? Stand up. Fuck. What a chapter. What a chapter.
Mm-hmm.
What a chapter. I liked it. It's a good one. I like
I
the
really
tension
love-
that's being established here.
I was gonna say it's a very good setup chapter with a lot of good moments throughout.
Yeah.
We get some history, we get some backstory for Howler, we get the setup for the fight on the boat.
Hey, would you give me a could you drop me like a fat beat from the soundboard? Just give me one funny sound real quick.
Let me see.
Not I'm trusting
Not the
you
ones
here.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yes. Thank you. I just wanted a good one coming back from commercial break. I remember the last time you were doing all the soundboard stuff, I was like, we gotta stop it with these gross poop sounds. You're killing
I did
me
add
here.
I did add some new ones.
Let me break it down for you, Mark.
A little bit of Invincible.
Was that the Wii Shop channel in the background?
It was. It's from a longer video where he's dancing to it.
I see. Let me break it down for you.
Ooh, I'm gonna be all up in those feet. Oh, I'm gonna just be.
Oh no. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Everybody shut up. Next page.
Immediate regret.
Next chapter. But you nailed it. I asked, give me an appropriate sound effect for like coming back from the break, and you nailed it with the Breaking Bad one.
That wasn't me. That was Merc.
Oh!
Merc had the assist on that one.
All right. Well, then you're fired.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. I like
Straight.
having the soundboard, guys. I really do. I enjoy that
No,
we
I
can
know.
just trigger a funny sound effect.
I like
Whenever we
funny
want.
stuff. Whenever we want.
Do I have any? Oh man, all I have is like, yeah, that's all
Yes!
I've got. It's the only one that I have because I don't. Yeah, there's like a ton of these. Yeah, if I had Discord, if I paid for Discord, I'd be able to use all the ones from my other stupid servers, but alas. Anyway, so we're on the chapter page of page 24, which, by the way, give it up for fucking 2 years of the JOJOLands.
Yeah, I know. I was just thinking about that the other day.
How the time fucking flies. Yeah!
Woo!
Yes! I get to participate too. Ah, based. Giving it up. I want to make that. Boom, boom, boom. Jodio.
Yummers.
Is that
Homelander?
Dr. House?
Yummers.
No, that's Homelander
Homelander.
from
All
The
right.
Boys.
I was switching back over to. I was switching back over to my web browser when Casey dropped one of those sound effects, and it made me laugh so hard that I actually started like tabbing in and out of the of the manga page.
I love it when your laughter affects something in the digital dimension. And my physical condition is so strong. All right, we're on the next page here. We're on the chapter page, and she's got her arms up, and I love the outfit. I love the jacket so much. It's already changed, though. The jacket and the skirt were different last chapter, or at least they were at the beginning. I'm really good at noticing shit like this, but it really, truly does not matter.
Mm-hmm. I like this outfit on Dracono.
When are we on the boat? Well,
I wonder if when we get the anime, we'll get the siblings with the side by side, hands up, don't shoot poses.
I hope so. I hope we
Yeah.
get that on just a cover eventually.
I hope it's a silhouette of the hands up, don't shoot pose, and then it like splits into two, and they come out of the shadows. It's just one shape, but then it's like, fling, it comes apart, and there's the two of them.
Yeah.
They could like spin out. Yeah, the
Or, like-
outfit is changing a little bit. Her belt looks different, shot to shot.
A little bit.
Doesn't matter.
Nah. It looks good. It looks cool.
Yeah, so
It's more interesting than just a suit.
Right. What was the heist that we did where like we got back to Meryl May and she was like, "You did it. You did the heist. Good job. We won."
It was
This chapter 21. Chapter 21. Because they're in Meryl's office and they brought home Lulu-chan and the documents they got.
Right. It was the land registration.
Yes. Lulu-chan. Yeah, so I'm trying to find just what the dollar amount of that heist was. Because, like, we did it. $50 billion worth of land. Well, no, it's not done. Okay, so no. That's not what I was looking for. What I am looking for is before we get dispatched. Yes. Okay. So it's this chapter here. This is actually the flashback chapter. 13. This is about them as kids. And so then Meryl May Key is talking to them about the success of their mission because they just got back with the diamond, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to figure out, like, how much...
The diamond was worth, like, what, 50 million?
Maybe.
I'm just trying to get an idea of the escalation. It'd be nice if Araki put in, like, a chart each chapter that shows, like, you know, current heist value.
Right, here's our gang getting richer. But the thing is, it's not the Steel Ball Run race. I don't think it's about making money.
It is literally about making money.
It's
That's
all
what
about
that's
making
what
money.
the narration says in the opening.
Well, I feel like we're just having this is like a Chuck and Jimmy moment. Money's besides the point. Money is the point!
Money is the point.
So, I'm trying to figure out how much was this goddamn diamond worth, yo?
Hang on, let me just do a quick Google.
$6 million.
That's chump change.
Yeah, so that's my point, guys.
Trump
So-
10.
The lava rock is deteriorating because we've got so much money around us. And it's what? It's 120 million right now?
We're making too much money.
I don't even know who I am anymore. Wow, that happened at the exact same time on my end. That's going to sound great on the recording.
The spirit of Dracula flow.
Oh, it lives within us. It flows through us.
I like how on this first page of chapter 24, you You can see there's so many suitcases of money. They're spilling out into the hallway.
It's funny because it almost feels like it's like Yotsuyu
comical-
Yagiyama's stand, which, by the way, ring that bell.
Ring that bell.
I wasn't ready. Shit.
Close
There
enough.
we go. The bell's rung. Ring the bell. It's like Yotsuyu Yagiyama's stand, which is called
I Am a Rock.
I Am a Rock, thank you, where he can touch you and like all the things. It's like he selected
Money.
suitcases. And so they're just, I'm imagining them like under their own power, just gently jiggling down the hallway, crowding together, trying to get into the room.
Here we come. The boss needs us. We're gonna be there. We're gonna be there soon. The boss needs us now.
They're
Oh,
just
shit,
shuffling.
We're late. We're late for
And
the
the way
big
that
meeting.
they're all, they look like people trying to shuffle into a room. The way that they're like slightly angled.
Yeah.
Oh my
They're all
God.
like fighting to get in.
What was Howler's offer? 120 million?
40 million each. Yes, 120 mil total. And so then, because last
see.
chapter he said,
2, 3.
that's crazy that you're trying to buy us off for that cheap. 120 million in total between the three of us. He's got a debt of 30 billion. He would settle this whole thing pretty cheaply. So he's trying to, settle out of court on the cheap.
There's at least 14 suitcases in this one shot.
At least 14 suitcases.
It's incredible.
Jesus Christ.
What did he say last chapter? He said
It was 120 million total.
2 million in each case. There are 20 cases in total.
Oh, there's 20. Okay. I didn't know he actually had an actual count of the
Right.
suitcases. I forgot.
So that's 40 mil for Yoko. And then he also said, I'll give the guys behind you the same thing. It's 40 mil each. So he only has here with him the 40 mil for Yoko.
They must have. Yeah, okay, so he must have had them bring the suitcases after they got into the room,
Right.
for
Because
Pink and Morgan.
this seems like only the 20 suitcases for Yokohama. This isn't 60 suitcases,
No.
So this is
Is it? Wait, it's 20.
20
wait,
times
hold on,
2.
It's 20.
20 suitcases,
Oh
2
my
mil
God.
in each. Howler explained this last chapter. So that's 40 mil. That's for Yokohama. He has additionally promised the same for his 2 agents behind him. 40 mil for them each as well. But he doesn't have that on screen right now.
How would they even bring this off the ship?
I don't know.
The boat they came in isn't large enough. For,
Well, he says
for
that.
20 suitcases, let alone 60.
Howler says the previous chapter. He says, if you can't load it onto that boat that you have back there, I'll ship it somewhere for you, anywhere in the world.
And I completely forgot his dialogue in the last chapter.
We just read the last chapter.
If you can't fit it all in your boat, then just say the word and I'll have them sent anywhere in the world. That's why you have me. I'm
The lore master.
Ms. Attention to Detail over here. And it bothers me when Dragona's belt and outfit and skirt change slightly, and when the gun is different. It's
The
been like
continuity
9
errors.
different guns since the chapter started. Anyway.
It would be really funny if, like, the reason the gun keeps changing is because he just has 9 different guns and he's just pulling out a different gun each time.
That would be. Oh my god! It's like the original Dear Sister SNL bit. Every time it cuts back to him, he's got the gun again. What you say?
I was going to say it's like Drake of the 99 Dragons. Instead of reloading his 2 pistols, he simply throws them away and reaches into the hammer space in his armpits and pulls
And
out
gets
2
another
new
gun, yeah.
pistols. Yeah.
Exactly.
There's a reference to that. Reaper in Overwatch does the exact same thing. When he reloads, he simply throws the guns away and grabs new ones.
Well, it's also
That's
the same
awesome.
thing in the Matrix in that
Well,
in the
yes.
shootout scene when they go to rescue Morpheus.
A subtle difference there is that Neo had a finite amount of extra guns inside of his trench coat, and these guys have an infinite armpit pocket of Beretta 9mm.
Well, there's also the same thing with Il Duce in Boondock Saints.
Okay.
Where like he's pulling out like six like 3 pairs of guns each time.
I haven't seen that film. I'm sorry. The real cinema enjoyer has entered the chat. I don't know. Although I don't know, maybe people would laugh at me for suggesting that Boondock Saints is quote real cinema.
Is real cinema?
I'm not sure.
Well, the first one is definitely real cinema.
Cool. I thought it was one of those movies like Fight Club where like some people like it wrong. Or like The Matrix, I guess.
Hold on.
Yeah, like The Matrix.
I'm sending you an image in the chat.
Sending an image in the
chat.
chat.
This is how this motherfucker came strapped.
Oh my god, wow. Yeah. Lot going on there.
You know he keep that thing on him.
Oh, certainly he does. How could he not? He's got too many things.
He got too many things on him.
So, the Lava Rock has never dealt with $40 million. The most it has done was the 6 milli diamond. And the 6 milli diamond is, like, a lot smaller and more movable than any of these suitcases. The suitcases are all, like, infinitely heavier than the diamond. Thousands of times heavier. So the diamond was movable, but the suitcases are just too goddamn heavy, and the lava rock is deteriorating. It's struggling against its own gravitational magic magnet pull to the money. And then Jodio thinks back to Rohan, and he's like, oh god, maybe I shouldn't have done that.
Maybe I should have listened to that guy who warned me about the consequences of my actions.
This is so awesome. Howler's completely silent, just looking at the rock, looking under the table. Shot of Key West. Howler, we have the paperwork.
Howler
written
just
up. All we need is his
sweating.
signature. Shut your goddamn mouth, Yokohama! Gun back to the forehead.
You brought it, didn't you?
This shot of Howler examining the pebble from the lava rock reminds me a lot of Zoe might be able to guess it.
It's the shot of Johnny Joestar praying to the corpse right before he uses it to move his son's disease. Or alternatively, the shot where Jobin is like just now in front of my house. Josuke killed Tamaki Damo.
I was gonna say the chapter where Josuke uses what's his name, Mikitaka, to cheat at gambling, and Rohan's examining the dice.
Oh fuck! Yeah, fuck. Okay, cause see, I wasn't doing a. Neither of the moments that I just said are like a man holding a thing or examining something. I was going purely based off the facial expression and the sweat and like the style of how the character's drawn. Sort of like tense, emotional. They've got that scowl on their face, but the sweat, I don't know. I literally wasn't thinking about having them be holding an object. I was just thinking about the emotion. Because he's drawn this same way, but his hands are clasped together. He's got the crazy pouty lips. Okay, sorry. All right, moving on. I was not able to guess the moment, unfortunately. Part 4's artwork was too far from my mind. I was only searching the 7 and 8 databases. Sorry.
Yeah.
But no, this is a lot like the dice game or the poker game.
The dice game, but the stakes are higher than ever.
Right, because the whole thing is that neither of them, or the Beetle battle even, because neither of them want to admit that there's some stand fuckery going on. They want to just keep it in the game. We want to keep it on the level right here. There's nothing happening.
The risk in the dice game was he might stab you. The risk here is he will shoot all of you.
He will kill you.
Well, Jodio's really not at much risk because we already know that November Rain can just be used to block bullets.
Yeah, easily.
And I'm pretty sure November Rain can stand on top of all three of them. But the point is,
can he summon it in this room though? It's kind of enclosed.
can he summon it at a millisecond's notice also? And can he summon it to block the bullets if it's point blank range?
Mm-hmm.
No. I think if he's got the gun pressed against Dragona's temple, there's no way you're going to be able to get any raindrops in between the barrel and her head. I think that's not blockable by November Rain. But I think getting shot from a distance totally is. But no, he can totally summon it indoors. He summoned it indoors in the motherfucking,
Right, but what I mean is like if he summons it in this room, and like it has to stand over them in order to put the.
Sure, it's going to have to take a bit of a weird, wide, right? Low stance. I agree with you.
Well, what I mean is like the main body would be through the ceiling.
Yeah, but what if it crouches?
I mean, they'd have to crouch too.
No, it's a stand. It can go through them.
Okay.
Okay.
Bullets?
Arguing the logistics of the magic punch ghosts.
I know, right? Because sometimes
it'll work however it needs to work in the moment
right.
for the story to progress.
Which is something that kind of upsets me about Araki. Like, to be honest with y'all, I am getting really sick of that shit, you know? Like, the inconsistency, it's just vibes-based shit. I really wish things mattered a little bit more. Because I'm so details, you know? I care about all that stuff, and I really got myself wound up over nothing in JoJolian, caring about all these details that meant nothing. I should have just fucking went based off vibes, I guess. And so, like, maybe I need to read One Piece, because it seems like everything matters in that one.
Please, oh my god, everything does. I'm sorry, I'm still, like, chomping on popcorn.
I almost killed Casey.
You guys
choked on the popcorn.
No, it wasn't that. I was embarrassed. But then I remembered you guys couldn't see me. Like, popcorn, I spat it out of my mouth. Because I had a reaction when you said One Piece, and I was like, oh my god, One Piece. But yeah, no.
Why doesn't Jotaro kill Dio with Starfinger? Is he stupid?
Yeah, I know.
Is he stupid?
I know. At least, like, have him
why didn't
try
Jotaro...
it and it fail. Like, that's what they would do in other stories.
Why didn't Jotaro breathe in very deeply and absorb Dio and suck the vampire out of him? Like he did to Judgment.
Why did he not think that Kirby Dio?
I too think that Jotaro should have defeated Dio by sucking him. Or vice versa.
Yeah. It would have been thematically appropriate.
I mean, in a roundabout way, he kind of did at the end, didn't he? Like suck the blood out of Dio and put it in
out of his corpse, yeah, and give it to Joseph, yeah.
He gave him the big suck.
The big suck.
I really think that Joseph Joestar should have turned young. I still don't understand why that didn't happen. It happened to Straizo. What the hell?
It did. You're right. It did.
It's because it's vibes based. It's because the universe doesn't actually operate off of any identifiable logic. Stuff just happens, and you just roll with it.
It would have been funny if he turned young at the end of part 3, but then he's still just as old as he is in part.
Yeah, I'm just remembering now. In part 3, the scene where Vanilla Ice gets decapitated and then revived with Dio's blood. That's the whole point of that scene is to show that is possible. But when they do it later,
it's the exact same process, except that he just doesn't become a vampire. I think that Joseph should have become young and like aged all the way back into like young in his prime Joseph Joestar. But I don't think he would like want to be a vampire. So I think he would like try to find some way as a Hamon user to rid his body of vampiric essence.
Well, that's
he would have just then started aging naturally again. So he would have been in his 50s. He would have been old Joseph Joestar from part 3 in part 6.
That's my headcanon that never got explained in canon, is just that him being a Hamon user for so long.
So was Straizo. Lifelong.
Nullified. Yeah, you know what? Never mind. I never considered that. You just completely debunked my theory.
Sorry.
Everything about how Joseph interacts with vampire blood is directly contradicted with another character who interacts with vampire blood in the exact same way.
In the fucking
Yeah.
last part, like that shit's not old. We remember. And in this part, in part 3, just now, Vanilla Ice, Theo's blood. What the hell? I don't know. I mean, Strizo, when he was like, I have to not use Hamon anymore because I'm a vampire and it'll kill me. And so, like, then he used it. You remember? He's hanging off the bridge and he, like, kills himself with his Hamon. He, like, detonates himself with his own. He lets it flow through him again and it kills him from the inside out. So, logically, Joseph would be a vampire and would have to never use Hamon again.
What if he uses Hamon, but he's built different so he survives?
That's
I
why,
mean,
Chris. That's what happened. That's why. It's because he's the main
Literally.
character.
Yeah, if anyone could, it would be Joseph.
He's just swagging out because he's the main protagonist.
That would still be a contradiction, but it wouldn't piss me off as much.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, going back to shut your goddamn mouth, Yokohama. Is it you? Do you know? Tell me. Where is it? Yokohama, you brought it into this yacht, didn't you? Where's what? Whisper, whisper.
Yokohama.
Hey, you kid. Quit it with the goddamn whispering. And he just
I don't know.
unloads like 5 shots on them.
I don't know, Yokohama. You're seeming pretty sus lately.
You've been
Also,
seeming
look
kinda
at-
sus
I
lately.
love how casual Josuke, or not Josuke, Jodio looks with the bullets whizzing by. He's
Right.
just like,
Dragona's like, no, don't shoot. And Jodio's like, okay, all right, calm down.
oh yeah,
Stop
okay.
that. Come on.
Like the
Shoots it
equivalent of
again?
him throwing a table, like a chair.
Right, like there's
It's like,
spitballs.
come on. Yeah, like come on, man. Like knock it off.
It's crazy. But this is literally
Really?
like an Among Us, like he hit the button. Howler hit the button and
Oh
now
my
we're
God.
at the table. Fucking and
Oh my
he's like,
God.
I've seen you back there whispering shit this whole time. You were schmooving in admin. I saw you vent for no reason. You're sus.
We literally have them both doing the hands up, don't shoot pose.
Right. Dragona's
I
got a
just
lot
realized
more
that.
enthusiasm about it though.
Oh, hey, there it is.
Yeah. Yeah,
I forgot this bit too.
same.
Did you
Even
even read
Jodio's
these chapters?
maybe.
Yes, I read the chapter. Yes,
I read the chapters, and then here's how bad my memory is. Here's how my life used to be like so about the new JoJo chapter coming out, and now it's just like such an afterthought.
Listen.
Honestly,
Mhm.
I
Listen.
saw you guys talking
I-
about it in Discord, and I thought there was a new one, so I went to go read it, and I was like, wait a sec, I already read this shit.
Listen, I have an illness. Okay.
I am the only cure is
More.
more
JoJoLands.
chemo, more cowbell. That's not a good.
Oh my
joke.
god.
All right. Anyway, he really is having a little Among Us meaning right here, though. Don't think I'm not on to you, Brett. Who the hell are you? Who are all of you people? Are you really bank employees? I know it's just a quirk of Japanese. I know he's basically already saying this, but I really would like if that line was just flat out, you guys aren't bank employees, are you?
I think it's really fucking funny that like he's so unhinged in this moment that as soon as Key West starts talking,
Right, he just
he's like,
spins around on her.
Yeah.
he's like, et tu?
Howler-san, for your own safety, I need to speak with you. Why are you so upset? Key West? On this ship, I'll be the one asking the questions. You don't get to ask me shit.
You don't get to ask me shit.
I ask the questions, and anybody that can't give me a satisfactory answer gets their lifeless corpse thrown out into the open sea. And I ain't signing no damn papers. I fucking love this guy. He's a great villain.
I
Like,
love
part
Howler
8,
so much.
The big struggle is that we didn't have a solid villain. We had a great sense of intrigue, a great protagonist, great cast, but we didn't have that solid villain.
Howler the kind of dude to open his door brandishing a gun going, I don't care who the IRS sends, I'm not paying taxes.
Howler
Yeah, exactly.
is the one who knocks, actually. He's like, ain't nobody knocking on my front door and opening that shit up and blamming me in the skull. I'm doing
blaming
the
you.
shooting.
I'll shoot my own crew. I don't care. I
Dude,
have
he
no
threatens
morals
the
or loyalty.
Josuke's. He threatens the Clonesuke Higashi copies.
I can't wait for this. This scene to get adapted into the anime, where it's just Howler every time
Every time a person moves around Howler, he just like pulls a gun on them.
The only thing that would be funnier is if like there was a panel where Howler's like, I can't trust anybody, not even myself, and then he points the gun at himself.
No. His stand manifests behind him, and it's also holding a gun. I also need this for comedic effect in the anime. Every time he points the gun at a new person, it's a different palette shift. So we go through like the whole rainbow of colors. He's just
Somebody's gonna edit that with vine booms every time.
Yes. Yeah.
I would actually love it if somebody edited it where he just shot every single person in the face instead of just pointing at them.
Yeah.
Just like gow, gow, gow. It would work
He's
great.
like, oh, thank God, all the
Oh,
money is still mine.
Now that's solved. And then his boat's on fire and there's no one around to help him.
And then another Howler walks into the room.
Oh boy.
Who are you? I'm me.
Always has been. It's Howler shooting himself.
Can't trust nobody.
Somebody
Praying
for
on
sure
my
brought one onto this ship. Damn it, I gotta find it. I don't know the exact shape or form. The fragments are from a lava rock. It's because of the lava rock. The flow of money. It's deteriorating. Let's start with you. Gotta check everything on you. Step 1 foot forward.
And they also managed to hack themselves into the Dolphin Bank registry, which is interesting.
What is it you're looking for? Just keep your mouth shut. He's dumping all the money out on the ground. If you've got it on you, I'll find it real soon.
Okay, did Usagi plug the Mate Kudasai into the internet and make a fake dolphin?
Oh my
bank sound?
God. That would be crazy if he could do that. That would be insane.
That would be crazy. So he's dumped out all the money on the ground. You, woman, I'm not wasting time explaining this. Just step forward into the bundles of cash. Bury yourself in the cash. You're closest to it. Get in. I'm doing a body check here. He throws her into the pile.
Into the money.
Make like Scrooge McDuck.
Totally submerge yourself in it. She's putting the money on her. So he's whispering shit in his ear again. Go on and tell Howler. He said woman just now. I'm like, okay, whatever. Same with getting his approval for the land deal. We can keep the talks going. It's not a problem because we've got smooth operators. Smooth? Yeah, smooth operators holding all the money in place. No, there's tampering with the numbers on the bills so that they don't be. They're no longer legal tender. They don't matter anymore. It's just a worthless scrap of paper, and the lava rock will stop.
So that's how that works.
I don't know why we need to be saying all this stuff about Dragona. Is this just to get his attention and to get him distracted?
I'm 100% sure that that's what it is, because Howler, they know Dragona's gender situation, but Howler doesn't. So they're just using this to throw him off.
I guess so.
Is my interpretation.
He's still locked in, focusing on the lava rock.
Well, yeah, the gun isn't moving anywhere, but he's still
listen at all to what was just said to him and immediately repeats, "Where is it, woman?"
Yeah, he is not paying attention. He is sweating. He is focused on the money.
A little commentary on how perception is reality. She looks like a girl. He's not listening to your actually.
Actually.
You were closest and you were surrounded by stacks of banknotes. Damn it. Jodio's got it in his hand.
In his little handsies.
He's just palming it. And Jodio is maybe the first JoJo. Have we ever seen him like sweat? Like a little bit, but also he just has the most incredible poker face.
Yeah, like, of any JoJo so far.
Like Joseph panics. Like Jotaro has maybe the second best poker face, but it's like we get let inside his imagination all the time and get to hear what he's thinking. We're kind of on the outside with Jodio's poker face. He's very stoic.
I went back through the pages. They never show us when Jodio takes the lava rock.
Nope. No, they do not. It's a reveal right here when he turns the brooch over, when it's not in the back. We're supposed to also be like, what? Where? And then it's in Jodio's hand. That's intentional, I think, for the audience, where we're like, when the fuck did that happen? Clutch, but how? Key West, don't let anybody out of here. Howler-san, I have something to report. There's fireboats approaching the yacht. They have the yacht surrounded. Fireboats? What the hell? There's police boats, too. From what I've been told, it's because there's a fucking fire.
It's because there's a fire of sorts.
Source of the fire is somewhere in our electrical system. And he's pointing at the holes. Must be because of those, right? It seems to be just a small fire, but we should evacuate. No, the fire might be small and just an accident, but putting it out won't be the end of this, Howler-san.
This is genuinely one of the funniest pages in all of JoJo.
Which one?
It would seem the source of the fire is somewhere in our electrical system, and then you just
Jodio just points to it like, oh, right there.
Hands in on bullet hole with smoke coming out of it.
And then a dialogue bubble that is not attributed to any particular character, but says, must be because of those, right?
I think it's supposed to be Jodio's.
I think
he's
so.
the one point. I love how also immediately the turns tables again, and now Howler's on the back foot. He's like, what did I do?
So you can see Jodio's whispering into Yokohama's ear again, even while he's saying the stuff about the putting out the fire won't be the end of this. He's still whispering. He's the shadow boss. He's the real leader. The real mastermind. They'll be coming for you, Howler. But then the very next page, it immediately... Then the state government will board soon after them.
We have to hurry.
Yeah. And so this is now Jodio comes into the forefront and starts saying things himself. But I don't know why he was just whispering.
Man wasn't talking fast enough.
Yeah. They come within 72 hours, but they're here already. The whole thing is absurd, but nobody can fight the movement of money. Not a single person, so long as desire exists. What the hell are you saying? We're saying get a move on! Gotta make your mind up right now.
Give me 2 seconds. I have to save my idiot cat.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I'm back. So my cat was climbing into this oversized garbage bag that was filled with other plastic bags.
Okay, so definitely a suffocation risk there.
That's very bad. Yeah.
He found the mother load.
He said, "Oh."
Well,
good
job.
Said, "Oh, mama."
Good job.
He said, "Ooh, I'm about to make a name for myself."
Oh my god. He's going in there like, I'm gonna fight demons in the crawl space for all eternity. This is a true battlefield.
It's what I've always wanted.
Yeah. I love that tweet where it's like,
anyway.
my cat makes these big eyes at me and plaintively meows like, please, 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 can I go into the crawl space and get lost in there forever fighting the crawl space demons, please?
Get lost in there forever.
Fighting the crawl space demons.
That's what I've always wanted.
Please, 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 please. He's making big wet eyes at you and you gotta be like, no, stupid!
The crying cat eyes.
Yeah.
Anyway, the crisis was averted. My cat did not kill himself today.
Woo!
Thank God. Thank
Excellent.
goodness.
Excellent. I love how you were like, hang on, I gotta go save my idiot cat.
I was like, oh no.
Your cat is like a toddler about to stick a fork in the outlet. He's like,
that's
this
literally
looks like
what I was
fun.
about to say. His cat is approaching the electrical socket, fork in mouth.
Yeah, he's already slobbering on it.
Yeah, he's old. He's got dementia. He doesn't know shit.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah, that was my cat for the last year.
Is this my litter box?
And it's my Nintendo Wii, and he just starts pissing.
Ah, it is.
The cat is dead now, but the Wii still smells like his piss. Isn't that fucked?
But the Wii, yeah. His will lingers on.
Yeah, his lingering will. Lingering Wii. All right.
Lingering Wii.
Yeah.
It took me a second.
It's a slow burn.
Yeah. All right. So Next page. We cut away from Howler and we cut to Paco backstory chapter. Mark it off my bingo card. I knew it.
I'm so excited for Paco backstory and Paco and Usagi versus the evil guys.
Yeah, but I'm already pissed. I'm already not happy because this directly contradicts some shit that we were told and shown in episode 1.
Oh, you mean the fact that
Chapter
he
1.
used to be chubby?
Yes. Where's the fat Paco? Where is he?
Is this Araki's
Araki
depiction of a
contradicted
fat
himself?
fat child? Also, I don't know. I love that. I shouldn't say that I love it, but I think it's really funny that Paco loves his dad.
If you go to the last panel of the flashback, where Meryl May is driving off, if you look at this top panel here, he does have a bit of chub on him.
Yeah, I don't know.
This is like page 34, I think.
I don't know. I mean, he's definitely like... It's possible that we're trying to stay in line with that because he's eating a fucking burgess. And he's like...
A big burgess.
He's eating a big burgess. And so, like, he's wearing loose-fitting, baggy clothes. He's certainly not, like, wearing his, like, whole chest exposing bandolier outfit from the present day, you know? So we can't tell if he's got washboard abs or not. But I don't know. I'll let it slide, basically.
He's got washboard flabs.
It's crazy that Paco's dad beats him and then is like, "Ow, you hurt my hands. Why are your muscles so tough?"
Yeah.
And then
it is weird. It is weird that he went from thin when he was ripping off when he was doing his check cashing scam.
Yeah.
And then he goes to I guess a little bit chubbier after his dad goes to prison, and then by the start of the part he's back to he's ripped then. There's a lot of body changes to go through in such a short time.
Yeah. Well, hey, I guess Dragona and Paco have that in common. But oh, wait.
Whoa. Hey, whoa.
No, don't play that joke suck sound. Paco using the hustle to just like cure his gender dysphoria. Born a girl, hustled himself strong.
Paco using the hustle to make his dad beating him not feel as unpleasant.
Paco using the hustle to send the hustle through his dad's fists while he's beating him. No, look, because that's what it's literally happening. He got hustled. Look at where his hands are trembling and then he throws up. His hands are getting hustled. He sent the hustle through his dad's fists and like to his stomach to give him a tummy ache so he'd throw up.
He literally pulled an Uno reverse card on his dad beating him.
Dude, he's a natural born hustler.
It's so
Since he was
funny.
a child.
Oh, it's so stupid.
He's like my favorite character. I love him.
I love Paco. I love his soft smile too after watching his dad go through. He's just like, "Oh, Dad, you're the best." Paco is so funny, dude.
He's been wearing that hat that says Paco for like 15 years.
This is like the anti-Dio and Dario.
Yeah. Yes. Oh my god.
This is Dio. This is Dio in the good timeline.
His dad's trying to beat him, but he can't. He's just like, "Oh, Dad, you're so silly."
Oh, Dad, I love you.
I love you anyway.
You're the best dad ever.
Oh my god. Oh my god. This is reverse Dio and Dario. He's trying to be mean to his son, but he just can't.
That just made me love Paco
He's
even
just
more.
too pathetic.
And then you got Paco like lovingly taking care of his dad.
Right.
like,
Instead
Dad,
of hating him
he's
and
like,
wanting to
Dad-
condemn him, he actually loves him.
He's like, Dad, I know you would do the same for me.
Parentheses, no, he fucking would not.
No, Arrested Development narrator. Paco's father would not do the same for him.
Holy fuck. That was a good laugh. Chris, you are so fucking funny, man. That was great. Reverse Dario and Dio.
That's so good.
Wow.
That's the best description of this backstory.
That was so good.
Oh my god.
Just applying that lens to this relationship on its own with no elaboration, no like follow-up joke was funny enough on its own to make me devolve into a laughing fit for like minutes.
I know, like that was all we needed.
Holy shit. That was amazing.
Oh, that was awesome.
Best joke of the episode goes to Merc, I think.
Oh, absolutely. That is undisputed.
Let's get No, not that one. Don't play that. I was playing the
Oh, Dad.
claps. Why does it always play that? Yeah, there's the applause.
Oh, Dad,
Nice.
you're the best guy ever.
Get up early tomorrow. We're going fishing.
We're going fishing.
Check cashing scam, purse snatching. Yup. Yay! Money. We should have like a here comes the money. You know, we should have.
Oh
like
my
a,
god,
one
I
of
need to
those.
get that one. Yeah,
Money,
for next
money.
time. Money, money, money.
Cash
Big
money,
money, Russ.
motherfucker.
I wonder if we're gonna get in a insane clown posse stand. A big money rustler.
That'd be cool. I'd like that.
That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, once he passed 10
isn't,
grand.
isn't Otch's Howler already the Insane Clown Posse?
A little
Oh,
bit,
yeah.
honestly.
Oh,
A
yeah.
little bit. My stand, Violent J.
So he got
Violent J
caught-
would. Violent J would be a crazy name for a JoJo stand.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good.
For like but I mean for like an actual JoJo. Because they're a J that is violent.
I wonder what happened to Paco's dad. A knife covered in his fingerprints, but he was just drunk and passed out. He wasn't even being a stabber.
He hustled the fingerprints onto it.
Oh, come on.
Also,
I thought he
Paco's
liked his dad.
He does, but also when he's walking out of the bank, Paco has a P on one knee and a C on the other. But his initials are PL. I just noticed that too. Is that just implied? Is that his name minus the vowels?
I don't know.
Well, I guess like if you spelled it in katakana, I guess it would be the Paco.
Paco. Oh, maybe. You might be right.
Huh.
Paco. I love that he's also slowly amassing a wealth of... You can see the character development. He's amassing a wealth of clothing with his name on them. Because he's got the hat, now he's got the belt, and now he's got the pants.
It's also like when he's little, he has like those little freckles, and then he gets a little older, and then he's got more, he's at a higher concentration, and then in the present, he's just got like the big shapes on his cheek.
Yeah, the face paint or whatever it is.
I don't think it's naturally occurring. I think he didn't like the freckles and is like doing this face paint thing over it.
He might be.
Is Paco an in-universe brand, or is graphic design just his passion?
Or does he make... Is he like Jotaro and has someone
I'm gonna have to
custom
stop
make...
you guys right there, because while we are here to speculate and think deeply about JoJo, I think that there are some questions that just don't need to be asked because they cannot be answered. It's like, why doesn't Bowser just shoot Mario with a gun? It's like, who makes their clothes in JoJo?
Why doesn't he just shoot Mario with a gun? Let's talk about that.
But like, who makes their clothes is the most, like, it's worse than Flashback Man. You're never ever gonna get an answer to that.
You
We
say
know
this,
that-
you say
we know
this,
that-
but you don't know what you're missing because in One Piece there
Oh my
are
God.
established fashion brands that you can trace individual characters' outfits back to.
we know that guns exist in the Mario universe because Donkey Kong uses one.
He uses a
Got a
peanut gun.
coconut gun.
You
Or
could've
coconut
just said
gun.
bullet bills. They're right there. They literally have cannons that fire bullets and cannonballs. They have guns.
okay.
They're just not handheld
Okay,
usually.
so there's your answer. That's why he doesn't shoot Mario with a gun, because he's tried
So
it.
na-
If
'cause
you
we
said
know
that to
Mario,
Bowser, he would be like, "Raw, what do you think I'm trying to do?
but Mario has like
I'm
inhuman
working on
reaction-
it."
He has like inhuman reaction times. He would dodge the bullet. He would enter bullet time. He would enter.
It doesn't help that bullets move at a snail's pace in the Mushroom Kingdom.
He would enter Mario time.
Well, it's also that when Mario gets hit by the bullet, you may simply try again.
That's true. He's got the extra lives.
It's got time
Mhm.
dilation.
Time dilation.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not how that works.
Yeah,
That's
it
not
is.
how that would. That's not how that would apply to him.
No, yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah.
Is he the prince from Sands of Time?
Yeah. Sure.
That's not how that happened.
That's not my story. That's
Pretty much.
time dilation. It
No,
wouldn't.
no.
Okay.
But yeah. Yeah.
Which fucking page were we actually on?
I don't
forgot.
fucking know. We're right at the end. We're right on.
This whole thing's falling apart.
No, it's great. It's so much fun.
Stupid. Mario has.
Time dilation.
It doesn't even mean. It doesn't even mean anything. It wouldn't apply to him.
It's not, you keep using that word. I do not think it means what you think it means.
I do not think it means what you think it means.
All right, so we're on Meryl May talking out her window to Paco. That's what we're on. Somebody want to read this? I always read the dialogue. Somebody read the dialogue of those two talking. Are you okay?
I'm thinking about Mario. I'm thinking about Mario with time dilation. It wouldn't.
Do you need a minute?
That's not how time dilation would work. It wouldn't affect the speed of the bullet. It wouldn't affect the speed of the bullet at all.
He's dilating his pupils so he can see the bullet better. He's dilating them in time. He's doing it just in time.
The bullet would travel at the same speed.
Yeah, but he can see better because his eyes are dilated.
It would just mean that he got shot faster or slower somewhere else relative
If
to
you're-
where he is.
Like, if your perception speeds up, all that does it takes long. You experience the pain of being shot for longer.
Yeah, no, but he's
He's like
faster.
He's like Quicksilver.
But he's faster.
He's like Quicksilver. He just
He can
experiences
see
the
better.
world. He can see slower.
He can see faster.
He sees at a lower frame rate.
He sees with V-Sync on.
Mario. Oh, the Mario time dilation formula.
It's like the Coolio displacement field. You don't know anything about that?
We finally found the counterpart to it.
Yeah, Mario time
Oh my
dilation.
god.
Coolio displacement field.
It's so stupid.
I don't understand why this is such a big deal to you.
Because it's not how time dilation works.
Sure, but who cares?
The bullet
I'm
would
not even
travel.
laughing at the joke anymore. I'm just laughing at Casey finding the joke.
I know.
It would travel at the same speed.
I know. Okay, then explain the Flash then, dipfuck. He can see fast and he can move fast.
He can think. Bowser says think fast and Mario says okay.
And he enters the Speed Force, but just with his brain.
But only mentally.
He just
like-
starts
it's
doing math
It's like being
like
hit
he's
by
on the
gold
blockchain.
experience.
He's just doing crazy
Yeah.
math.
He just
Holy shit, you guys.
It's like you said it by Gold Experience.
Yes. Think
Yes,
fast.
exactly.
Hey, Bruno, think fast. Yeah. Holy fuck. You guys gotta stop for a second. You gotta stop. My stomach hurts.
Oh
my cheeks hurt.
God.
Oh. Oh.
Like that phrase just got stuck in my brain. Mario has time dilation. And I'm like, what? Doesn't mean anything.
Yes, it does.
Everyone has time dilation, stupid. It comes free with you.
What does it come free with, Casey? Finish the sentence.
It comes free with your time zone. Being relative to another time
Oh
zone.
god. No, don't just look it up. Don't look up time dilation.
What?
Don't just look it
Oh
up.
my god.
I didn't look it up.
Oh,
I just know that's how
my
it
words
works.
are gonna collapse.
That's how it works in a nutshell. Have you seen Interstellar?
Yes, I've seen it.
Because that's all I'm thinking of. It's like, why would time dilation affect Mario? It would affect something else.
It's always
Relative-
affecting everyone.
Relative to him far away.
Well, it's the bullet bill. Here we go. Time dilation caused by gravity or acceleration. Oh.
Like, it's not something you experience on an
hurt.
individual.
Actually, time dilation is explicitly something you only
Well,
experience.
yes, but not
When you travel near the speed of light.
Yes, but not in the way that Chloe is describing it, in which it's basically time stop.
Chloe!
Did you just fucking call me Chloe?
Who the
I'm
fuck is
sorry.
Chloe?
I meant Zoe. I have another friend named Chloe.
Well, so do I.
You softened my brain like grapes.
Yeah, I'm complete mush at the moment.
You
Can we take-
dilated my brain.
Can we take just like a 30-second break? I need to go and get a drink. I really, really badly need to drink something. My mouth is so dry.
Oh
You
my
And I
god.
just need to take a
dilated my
deep breath
brain.
where nothing's funny for a minute.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I'm gonna leave the recording going. I'll be back in 30 seconds. 1 second.
Alright, we'll be right back.
Holy.
Ugh.
Oh.
That was awesome. I don't know why that was so funny to me, but it was.
Mario has time dilation. What?
Of course he does. Of course he does.
Everyone has time dilation.
Everyone
dipshit.
has it.
It came free with your fucking temporal existence.
Came free with your existence within linear time.
That's funnier. That's funnier. Everyone has time dilation, dipshit. It came free with your existence within linear time. No,
So
man,
funny.
I can't. I don't have it. I have the oldest existence known to man.
No, not me, man.
Yes,
That's
you
before my
do.
That's before. No, that was before my time, man. They didn't invent that yet.
I have the
Didn't-
oldest existence known to man. I got mine day fucking one. You fucking.
I got mine day zero, man. I was still in the soup.
Okay, somebody read for Meryl May.
Oh golly gee. Where are we in the chapter?
On the first line of hers in this chapter,
You
near the
there,
end.
Yeah, you, Paco Lovelantis, over here, please. What are you doing sitting around on the filthy street? And he says, "What's your problem?"
What's your problem, you shitty old bat?
Yeah, you read for
Just trying to
Paco.
eat my cheese. Just trying to eat my cheeseburger over here, moron.
All right, back to Merc. Next line.
Do you think
I'm
he has
Pa-
more of like a Beavis or Butthead voice?
Paco?
Yeah,
Oh,
this stage
God,
of his life.
I don't know.
Mm. You know what's crazy? He reminds me a lot of Wolfgang from Sense8.
I don't know what that is.
Ah.
I've heard of it. I've never seen it.
It's pretty good. That's all I'll say about it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Those
it sucks.
people you
This.
were talking with, you nice and friendly with them. They're mafia. They were playing all nice and saying they'd lend you money, right? Haven't you realized both you and your father have been completely set up? That man that was stabbed to death was a benefactor of theirs who'd become a nuisance to them.
Next page.
That's their system. They have the practical know-how, and they're taking advantage of the fact that
Advantage
you
of
love
the
your
fact
dad.
that you love your dad, despite everything. Despite all logic, you love your dad.
Just filling in the hole they left behind by the dead man they didn't need anymore. How long are you going to stay on the street? You're free to make your own choices, Paco. Your father may end up going to prison. But as for you, it may be a good idea for you to at least graduate, don't you think? If you're interested in what I have to say, come find me at that address. Don't call.
Don't call.
It looks like she just threw it out the window.
It does. She literally did. Yeah. She just threw it on the street.
There it is. It's just this little thing right there.
Just a little card. Yeah.
You can disrespect kids like that, but you can't do that to a grown-up. If you were to do that to me, I am not picking that shit up.
I'm not picking that up. No.
It
but I also
better
love
be
this...
$100, and even in that case, I'm picking it up, but I feel very slighted.
I love this continuing trend of Meryl May just confronting down on their luck teenagers and being like, "Hey."
But only because I care about the environment.
Yeah, that too. But just Meryl May being like, "Hey, kid, what are your thoughts on organized crime?"
Because you're benefiting it right now, and it's not benefiting you at all, is her message.
Why don't
you're
you
playing
do
right into their hands and not getting anything in return.
Why don't you do
Paco,
organized crime with me?
Pro or anti-organized crime?
I actually think that Meryl May is kind of becoming interesting to me because of this. Because there's obviously an element to where she is simply gathering down on their luck, hopeless people who don't have other options in their life to do her criminal biddings for her. But then there is another element where she is genuinely like, look, you're in a bad spot. If you're going to do crime, like,
do it the Robin Hood way.
You may as well know what you're doing and work with somebody who has your best interests at heart and cares about your well-being, because right now you're just getting fucking used. So she is genuinely like, you're in a bad spot, and with my help, you know? So she's getting something out of it. It's selfish and selfless. She's complex.
She cares about the kids in her own kind of way.
Right. She doesn't need to be doing this. She literally is like, let me put you on game here real quick. You are a patsy. You're like a fall guy, and you're playing right into their hands. And you're like gonna go down that path. And if you want to break free of it, here's who to call. And she doesn't have to do that.
I just hope we get to Usagi's flashback, and he just gets recruited. Like, he's just standing there. And Meryl May is like, "Hey kid, you want to make some money?" And he's like, "Yeah, okay."
Yeah, he's like literally in the park with his parents and sister. Like, he has a perfect normal
No, he just has
life.
He just has a great normal life. He's
but his family thinks he's weird because he's Hot Dog Man.
Yeah,
They don't like him that much, so they don't even miss him when he goes.
And he's just eating a hot dog, and he's like, "Hey, you got anything going on?" He's like, "No."
That's sad. Why the fuck he dressed like Tingle all the time, though?
Well, yeah, that's probably why they think he's weird.
Usagi, could you please wear something normal for once? Whatever do you mean, mother? Never mind.
I don't have I don't have a tragic backstory. I'm just broke and need money.
Yeah, exactly. Weird. That would be the best outcome.
I don't have a tragic backstory. I'm just a little autistic with it.
No. She finds him. He's at like a hot dog stand, but he doesn't have any money, and she's like, "Kid, I know a way you can get money.
I know a way you can eat all the hot dogs you want."
And his eyes just light up.
This is the most disproportionate thing to ever happen. It's like, hey, I notice you're a little short on hot dog money. Wanna become a gangster?
Yeah. He's like, I need like $3.50 for this hot dog.
And then like, what if that job that he does for Meryl May is the first job? It's the $6 million diamond heist.
God, I hope so.
He just needed like pocket change.
She's like, no.
So
this guy, he's
signed up for a life or death diamond heist, so he could afford a dog or two.
We flash back to that chapter where she introduces him. She's like, I know this guy's good for it. And then we flash back 5 minutes before that, and it's like, Meryl May Key meets Usagi for the first time outside the hot dog stand. Kid, you want money? Yes.
And it was like 5 minutes before he met the rest of the gang, so she bought him one hot dog as an advance. That's why he walked in eating it.
Why did I sign on for this job? This was so low stakes.
He was bored.
My life was actually kind of awesome.
Fortnite
was
was
awesome.
not hitting this season, so he was just like looking for something to do.
Gotta get that hot dog money somehow. His streaming career isn't going anywhere. His Fortnite streamer career.
So they get to the school. We're back in the present day, and the security guard recognizes both of them and says, "What up, Paco? Why are you here? Didn't you graduate?" And he says, "We got to see the principal." "You just missed her. She stepped out. She was with some police folks." Police? Paco says, "Police?" Usagi says, "Folks!"
Folks! Oh no! Would they even finish each other's?
Sandwiches.
Yay!
Sentiments.
She stepped out. She stepped out. It's like, yes, thank you for repeating everything that I just said to you, boys.
What's that spy movie where like the guy accidentally like kills his superior and then somebody comes into the office after him looking for her and he's like, where is Madam whatever? And he says, looks down, sees her feet dangling out from the side of the desk, steps over and he says, "She just stepped out."
She just stepped out. I don't know what that movie is, but that
It's a
sounds
comedy film about spies. There can't be more than like 5 or 10 of those.
Totally Spies.
It's not habit forming. It's not Totally Spies. Do you guys know what I'm talking about when I'm referencing that? The scene from Walk Hard where he's pitching him weed?
It sounds like a similar scene from like a James Bond movie where he throws like the villain throws one of his subordinates out of the Zeppelin or whatever.
It's supposed to be like that, but instead of like a cool, awesome one-liner and he's like covers it up so slickly, it's like a comedic, like her dead feet are literally right there. You're doing a bad job of hiding this. It's supposed to be played for laughs.
And then the villain's like, "Would anyone else like to opt out?"
Would anyone else like to opt out? It's like the beginning of The Dark Knight Rises, where he throws the guy out of the plane and he says, "Well, he didn't fly so good."
What about you?
What about you?
Why does he wear the mask?
Someone would shoot a man.
Before throwing him out of the plane.
Well, at least you can talk.
I can sing.
I can sing. What's the
Bane
next
starts
line
singing.
after "at least you can talk"? He pulls the bag off. No, he keeps the mask on. And then he says, "You want to tell me who you are?" And then he says, "Nobody cared who I was till I put on the mask."
He doesn't say that until later in the movie.
No, you're thinking of
He says
"You
that to
merely
Batman.
adopted the dog."
What?
You're
thought
thinking
he
of
says
"You
that's-
merely adopted the dog."
No, let's just run this real quick.
To CIA, he says, "No one cared who I was until I put on the mask."
Did he really? I thought he said that to Batman.
He does.
No.
Because they both wear masks. Like Batman. I like Batman. Batman.
Lot of loyalty for a hired gun. For he's wondering why
That's
someone would shoot a man for throwing him out of an airplane. Wise guy, huh? At least you can talk. Who are you? We are nothing. We are the dirt beneath your feet. No one cared who I was till I put on the mask. Pulls off the hood. Who we are does not matter. What matters is our plan.
Hold on, I don't remember "Dirt Beneath Your Feet." Are you reading the right version?
I'm reading the screenplay. I'm not reading the transcript of what actually happens in the movie.
Who we are doesn't matter.
Excuse me. I didn't remember "Dirt Beneath Your Feet" either.
I remember the line. He says, "Who we are doesn't matter. What matters is our plan."
What matters is our plan. Yes, it's all coming back to me.
Yep. Okay.
No one cared who I was till I put on the
I
mask.
put on the mask.
Yeah, I don't want the script. I want the transcript. Right. Yeah, perhaps he's wondering why someone would shoot a man. The perhaps was missing, and so I knew I wasn't getting the right shit.
Perhaps.
At least you can talk. Who are you? Yeah, I didn't remember Wise Guy either. At least you can talk. Who are you? It doesn't matter who we are. What matters is our plan. No one cared who I was till I put on the mask. If I pull that off, will you die?
It would be extremely painful.
You're a big guy.
For you.
Was getting caught part of your plan?
Of course.
Dr. Pavel refused our offer. Hang on.
Dr. Pavel refused our offer.
Oh, there you go.
We had to find out what he told you.
Nothing.
I said nothing.
Well, congratulations! You got yourselves caught, sir. Now what's the next step of your master plan?
Crashing this plane. With no survivors.
This is a hilarious, like, I'm hearing both of you do it at the same time. It's like Vegito. It's like Bane fused with another Bane.
Yeah. Bane Prime.
Yeah, and then
Bane
the
squared.
crazy shit is happening, and then he says,
No, they expect one of us in the wreckage, brother.
Have we started the fire?
Yes, the fire rises.
Yes, the Dark Knight rises.
all you have to do is do the voice.
Into a cup. If you do the voice into the cup, it gives it this quality of being from inside of the mask. And then it sounds like...
Yes! See? Exactly.
I put my face into my big popcorn bucket.
Okay.
And now I am Bane.
I don't...
What a beautiful, beautiful voice.
I forgot why we got onto this. Oh, it was because she just stepped out. That's what it was. Wait, hang on. I want to hear Merc do it.
Gotham, take back your city.
Yeah!
Yeah.
This bomb is mobile, and one of you holds the detonator.
Oh, shit. Alright, well, that's been fun. I like that we just did a little Dr. Pavel, I'm CIA thing here. The flight plan I just filed with the agency lists me, my men, Dr. Pavel here, but only one of you. It's time to play. First one to talk gets to stay on my aircraft. Da 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 da.
I'm Bane. My name is Bane. Hello, it's me, Bane.
Hell yes. All right, well, that was fun. I'm glad we just got a quick Bane thing in there.
I'm gonna do the rest of this episode with my head in the popcorn bucket.
All right. I mean, the thing is that we can hear you breathing. Every time you breathe out, it goes...
That's part of the experience.
Every time you breathe out, it goes...
A little Darth Vader action for us.
This is disgusting. We gotta cut this. We gotta cut this. It's gross. Almost as disgusting as Meryl Makee's several severed fingers on the ground.
That's funny. Yeah, I love that the guys are just so casual. Yeah, she just stepped out and somehow didn't notice anything was
That's
suspicious
crazy, like,
or wrong.
Because of what I was saying earlier, where Meryl is legitimately responsible for rescuing these kids from misery, they're really pissed. They're really worried. Usagi's crying. Paco's genuinely panicked. Some pieces of shit took Meryl May. They like her. They respect her. They want her back.
They do. And she is missing, like, at least half of her hand, if not more of her body.
Yes. I'm thinking probably that whole wrist, that whole hand from the forearm down is probably gone.
Yeah.
She can just ask the Mate Kudasai for a new hand.
Oh my god, could they?
But doesn't it have to stick around?
Yeah,
we haven't yet established, like, what if he just walks away? What's the radius on that?
I don't think we have. But we have always seen it return to him after.
She could use it temporarily whenever Usagi's in the room. She could always be like, Mate Kudasai, can you give me a hand?
Can you give me a hand?
You like that?
I see what you did there.
From yours truly.
I see what you did there. That was very clever.
Oh.
Yes.
Thank you, fellow Bane. I would like to welcome you all to the Council of Infinite Banes. Thank you for coming. The League of Bane. Now, first order of business. Has everyone killed their Batman? I only incapacitated mine by breaking his back. Well, this is acceptable. Many of us give up after that. That is typically where our plan begins and ends.
The other Banes are like, no, I actually killed him. And it's like, did you really kill him or did you just break his back? And it's like, well, I broke his back. I thought that would do it.
I thought it would be good enough. He's just a man.
He's
a
just
Batman.
a guy.
He's just a guy in a bat costume, I thought.
How does he get out of that in the movie?
He just like meditates a little bit, does some push-ups, some sit-ups, anaerobic exercise, and then his back is better. Because he also has to recover while he's in Bane's scary underground prison.
Yeah, in the comics, it's like he gets like some telekinetic character to fix his back.
Oh.
Cool.
Yeah, that's why the movies are kind of cooler sometimes, because like, and that's why the movies kind of suck now, because Spider-Man can just go to Doctor Strange and be like, can you just fix this with magic for me, please?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean like getting your back broken isn't something you recover from.
Right,
No.
how did he do it in the Chris Nolan movie? Like, how did he had to crawl out of there?
He literally, yeah, he just does it. He just like, there might be a moment where he has somebody push his back into place.
Yeah, there's an old guy in the prison who like literally slaps him on the back in the vertebra and knocks it back into place.
Yeah, exactly.
Which, I should point out, is not how you fix a fucking broken back.
No, it's because he has.
no.
It's because of the time dilation.
Batman doesn't have that. Only Mario has that.
Everyone has
Fucking
time
try to keep up.
dilation.
Try to keep up,
Free with
dipshit.
your time zone.
Game free with your fucking existence in linear time.
The Batman Mario. Those are the 2 points in time of the time dilation. Is Batman and Mario.
Batman
Their time is.
Mario has more time dilation than Batman.
They're like equal and opposite poles, and never shall the twain meet.
It's true. I've never seen Batman and Mario in the same room.
They're not even close to the same height. You'd have to be wearing some crazy stilts, dude. You know how short Mario's arms are?
He could jump.
Yes! Your point being?
That's his thing.
He's gonna jump to become as tall as Batman? He's gonna be perpetually jumped?
Yeah.
Okay, you're just hitting me with the time dilation now. You want me to get mad about this?
No. The time dilation, so he would fall slower. So he
Oh,
would be
of course!
for longer.
You're reacting to the time dilation thing like downloadmoreram.com. You know, like you're getting mad, like you can't download more RAM. It doesn't make any sense. That's not what those words mean.
Yeah, download more RAM.
Yeah, you can just go to downloadmoreram.com, stupid.
I'm just go to timedilation.com.
Time cube. Time cube.
Not the time cube. Oh no.
Time dilation.
Download. You wouldn't download a time dilation.
Timedilation.com/lander.
/lander.
Yeah, it gave me a /lander, but the page is blank. Time cube.
Oh no.
Is the time cube page still up? No, it's off.
No.
Earth has 4-corner simultaneous 4-day time cube in only 24-hour rotation. 4-corner days cubes 4-quad Earth. No one-day God. Free speech in America is bullshit. Evil educators block and suppress timecube.com.
I've been saying this from day one.
You are educated evil and might have to kill the evil one before teaching educators that you can learn that 4-corner days actually exist, but all cube truth denied. Dumbass educators fear me and hide from debate.
All cube truth denied is a powerful phrase.
Dumbass educators fear me and hide from debate.
I mean this genuinely, I love that this is a JoJo podcast, but everything else in the world possibly comes up.
I like that too.
Such as The Dark Knight Rises and Time Cube.
I like Back to the Chapter. I'm sending you guys a quick, because I'm going to bring this up on the...
Thank you, I needed that piece of context.
Yeah, that's the Time Cube.
Oh, I'm familiar with the Time Cube, yeah.
Right, so I'm just going to...
Socrates lives here.
No, it's not even Socrates lives here. It's Socrates live here.
Socrates live here.
Hang on, guys. Hang on. I'm trying to. For some reason, I can't get the fucking. Okay.
Clinton's live here.
I think it's because the person who created this believes that the fact that these names end with S's means that they're plural. So
What
they're
about
trying to
Einstein?
use. Einstein lives here.
Jesus
Einstein
live here. I see. That's the S doesn't need to right.
He thinks it means that's a plural. The
Mhm.
Jesuses live here.
Jesus live here.
Jesus live here. The Socrates live here. Clintons live here.
Yeah. Time cube.
Where does Bane live on the time cube?
When the sun shines upon Earth, two major time points are created on opposite sides of Earth, known as midday and midnight. Okay, so far he's cooking. That's true.
So far I could agree with this.
Where the two
That's how that
major
works, yeah.
Where the two no, because he's right. When the sun shines upon Earth, there's two major time points created on opposite sides, known as midday and midnight. So far, everything's correct. Where the two major time forces join, synergy creates two new minor time points we recognize as sunup and sundown.
Okay.
So he's
I
talking
guess.
about the strongest part of the day and the night are the two major time points, and then the two minor time points are the transitory points, where it's the weakest,
Mhm.
you know, where it's like dusk or twilight, you know, or
Yeah.
pre-dawn. That's when it's the weakest. It's not maximum night or maximum day, it's maximum in between. So far it makes sense. The four equidistant time points can be considered as Times Square imprinted upon the circle of Earth. And we've lost the plot. What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know.
I
Okay,
just
no,
noticed this.
wait. Because if one spot on the Earth is midday, one's midnight, there has to be, at any given time, 4 spots on the Earth at any given time that are actively representing these 4 things. It's perfectly
time
midnight
is-
somewhere, perfectly midday,
In which
perfectly
time
sun
is
up, perfectly
different.
sub down.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just because he called it Times Square.
Times Square.
In a single rotation of the Earth sphere, each time corner point rotates through the other 3 corner time points, thus creating 16 corners, 96 hours, and 4 simultaneous 24-hour days within a single rotation of Earth, equated to a higher order of life time cube. All right, you're smoking crack. I'm closing the tab. Let's get out of here. I'm done with that.
I just noticed this, but why does Einstein live at a later time zone than Clinton?
Well, he also lives in an earlier time zone than Jesus, so why don't we discuss that before we fucking...
Also, why don't we talk about
Because
what's
time
the
is
relation?
cyclical.
Also, why don't we talk about
the
what's
second coming is in the future?
why don't we
Oh,
talk about
so
what's
right.
the
You're so
relation
right.
between these groups of people?
Yeah, Einstein, Jesus, Socrates, and the Clintons. That's famous scientist, famous spiritual leader, famous philosopher, Clintons. Okay.
I thought
sure.
I thought you were going to make a joke implying that the Clintons were all of those things.
Oh, I would call them like famous
Philosophers, scientists, and spiritual leaders.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not based on geographic position either, because there's America right here where the Clintons live, right?
Uh-huh.
And
Then you have the Middle East.
here, I guess,
where
because they have the
Jesus.
Middle East, yeah. There's Einstein, but then Socrates was he should have been right here between Einstein.
All right. I think we should wrap this shit up and get the fuck out of here.
I just love Merc's commitment. It's not based on geographical
It's not
location
geological
either.
either. Like he's still trying to understand the ramblings of a madman.
Oh my god, I'm crying.
I'm looking at the code of the Matrix right now.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You're
Oh my
beginning to
God.
understand.
Oh my god.
Because when I
I'm
started reading that
crying.
shit, I was just like, I'm just gonna read this until it stops being comprehensible, and I was like surprised how much of it I was able to make sense of. I'm kind of
It's
getting
like,
time cube pilled
I'm
myself.
starting to get it. I'm starting to understand.
I'm starting
It's
to
all
believe.
bullshit.
It's all bullshit. starting to believe the time cube. It's
That's
real.
bullshit, but
But
I believe it. Yeah.
But I believe it.
Classic.
Time cube.
All right, we'll see you in like 2 months.
Well,
We'll
we'll
see
see
you-
you when the 3 rotational time cube points
I was
manage
gonna
to pass
say.
through your part of the Earth, thus creating 16 days, 96 hours, and 4 years simultaneously. We'll see you in one time cube
Wait,
unit,
was it-
everyone.
Wait, was it 4 days or was it 4 years?
I
Who
have no
cares?
fucking idea. It's not
Who
real!
cares?
It's not real!
The time cube's made up. Who cares?
But the time
What the
cube
hell?
is gonna fuck up it's gonna give us some time dilation, unfortunately, because the next issue is going on hiatus. So we're dilating the next issue straight through to the May. So we'll see y'all in May or June or some shit for the next episode
Whatever-
of the
whatever
goddamn
happens.
podcast.
Unless something fucks up. I don't know.
Nah,
the
we'll be
time
back in
cube-
the summer.
Unless the time cube destroys us all.
I'll have Saguaro Man stories to tell.
I'll have time cube stories to tell.
Yeah, well, it's not gonna be that long for you because of your dilation.
Yeah, it's gonna be like tomorrow for me.
Yeah, he's just gonna teleport straight there, essentially.
Oh,
We have a
boy.
thing where we bring Casey out of the Speed Force to do the podcast, and then we just put him right back in.
And I'm just like, okay, goodbye.
Goodbye.
My work here is done.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Let's return to the Speed Force. My own time zone. needs
My own time dilation needs.